Hey there, everybody. I'm Charlotte, the Gulf Coast Granny. How's everybody doing this evening? Tonight, we're just going to sit here and chat about our week. We're going to chat about our weekend plans. We're going to chat about maybe the garden. I don't know what else. Who knows? The weather might even come up because we're old folks, and that's what old folks do. They talk about the weather, and I'm not sure exactly why. I'm not sure why that's important, but apparently it is to old folks because every time you hear old folks talking, they're talking about the weather, aren't they? So if that subject comes up in our live stream, then nobody will be surprised. So, how's everybody doing this weekend? I think I already asked that, but I wanted to let you know that I am working on this blanket here. And it's not a blanket. What am I talking about? It's a shawl. And I'm going to donate it to a pretty good cause for a raffle. And let me show you how far I've gotten on it. It's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. Ta-da! Anyhow, I was supposed to have this done last weekend, but I got really busy because the kids are in school and run nonstop. And so I'm finishing it up this weekend. I've got some plans to do the garden this weekend. We are doing a fall garden glow up. That's what I'm calling it anyway. Basically, what me and Poppy have been doing is just working in the garden every day this week. We've de-weeded most of the bed. We have added some soil and some amendments to the soil in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds, seven beds. And I'm hoping to get started on my fall planting real soon. But in addition to that, I think I'm going to add another round of a few things like squash. I think I still have enough time to do some squash. Everybody needs to let me know if you're in here. Can you hear me very well? If you can't, that's all right too. Just let me know and I will fix it if I can. Because y'all know I'm like not the most technologically savvy lady on the planet, but I'll do my best. Anyhow, I haven't really started doing a lot of planting in the garden. I've done a few things in buckets, or I call them buckets. They're not, they're just planters with soil in them. I've planted some herbs like cilantro and 3 different types of basil. I got regular sweet basil, lime basil, and globe basil. And it's supposed to grow round like a bush, and I'm really excited about that, if it'll grow at all. Because, you never can count on the garden. It'll either grow or it won't, 50-50. But I did that, and let's see, what else did I start? I can't even remember, y'all. It's like 7 or 8 buckets full of seeds. Oh, I did start some lettuce. I don't know how that's going to do. It's still really hot here, so we'll have to see. But hopefully in the next week or two, what I'll be doing is planting my root crops. And those are my favorite ones to eat, y'all. And I know it's because they're full of sugar, but I love beets, and I love rutabagas, and I love carrots. And there's one, it's not really a root crop, but kohlrabi. I love that stuff. It's wonderful in salads. So I'm going to grow those things, and I'm also going to grow, like I said before, some more squash. Try to get one more round out of it. Look, I've still got over 100 days in my growing season left before our first frost. Even after the frost, I can grow mustard greens, collard greens, cabbage, broccoli, all that stuff. So I'm not too worried about, do I have enough time? The main thing I'm worried about is, do I have enough sun? I've always been a little bit sunlight challenged in the garden because of all the trees that grow in other people's yards around mine. And over the spring, my new neighbors, cut down a great big oak tree. So I do have some more sunlight coming in from the north. And that really wasn't optimal, excuse me, because, nothing grows on the north side. But it did allow my garden to get a lot more sun this year. Hey, Grumpus, how are you? Hey, DJ. But anyhow, the garden glow up is happening. We've got it cleaned out. For the most part. I still want to clean off my patio because it's got a bunch of old grass and weeds and stuff on it. And I still want to clean out my rose bed. My rose bed is in pretty bad shape. It is full of weeds right now. And what it needs is to be de-weeded and some fertilizer thrown on those things, because this time of year, I'm going to get some great roses if I do it right. Excuse me. So what are y'all drinking tonight? I have got Blackberry Brandy. Yay, go me. And I am tickled to death with it. I really like it. And look, it's cheap, y'all. This is the cheap stuff. I'm not blowing out the budget for brandy. But look, it's this De Kipper. I think that's how you say it. You know, it's funny. I used to be a bartender. But it was in the South, and, we don't pronounce everything the right way anyhow. But, yeah, I've got a few beds to clean out. I've got a bunch of peppers growing. Y'all, I've got 3 Tabasco pepper bushes growing, and I can't stand the stinking things. Are you still having problems with the drought, Grumpus? I thought for sure you were going to get some rain this week. We have had, see, here we go. See, in the beginning of my video, I said what we were going to talk about tonight. And I said, and we're old folks, and old folks always talk about the weather. Oh, you mean you're drinking water. You're not drinking anything, not even a soda, DJ. So are you laying off the booze for a good reason, or because you're still not feeling well, Grumpus? Had one heck of a storm Wednesday night, okay? Didn't blow anything down, did it? Look, y'all, one of my eyes looks black, and I promise you, Poppy did not smack me in the face. I promise. Oh, you're still on the medication. That makes sense. Look at that. I hate this lighting. Watch this. Ah! I went nuclear. Y'all, does that look terrible, or does it look like I'm glowing? It does look like I'm glowing. Oh, well. Now I've got shadows. I guess I'll just play with it till I get it right. I like that light right there, but I don't like how it makes my glasses. Hey, what do y'all do to keep your glasses from shading your face and underneath your eyes right here? Because that looks crazy. Anyhow, I'm going to throw a link up here and have y'all come up here and chat with me about your weekend plans. It is dim to half. Swear to you. Look, let me show you, okay? Okay, let me get it all the way to the bottom. It's all the way to the bottom. That's all the way to the bottom. Okay, that's the next one. And that's the next one. And there. Hey, James, how are you? Look at that. Now I'm really radioactive here. Hey, Tom. Oh, my gosh, that's terrible lighting. That is so funny. Okay, what happened? Okay. Okay, let's take it down. Oh, now it's not going to do anything? What the devil? Just to heck with it. Oh, gosh. Hang on just a second and I'll get this link. Here I am playing with this thing like it's a new toy or something. Do y'all hear my son in there giggling like a girl? A paper towel. I forgot you said that the other day. Let me try that. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. How's that? Look, I got the good paper towels. These are Viva. I got them on sale. And it was, you know what? That's not terrible. Why isn't it? Okay. Let the light glow through the it's glowing. It's darn sure glowing. I guess that's just, is that okay? Do I look super like the same color as the wall? I don't think I do. I look a little pinker than normal. Actually, my skin's a little on the green side. That's what I call it anyway. Leprechaun TV, thank you so much for that kind, generous super chat. I really appreciate it. I'm about to put this, I'm trying to put the link in, y'all, but it just told me that I was having trouble connecting, and I don't know why. Y'all know I don't know nothing. There, got it. Hey. So, Lep, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a long time. Cheers, everybody. It tastes just a little bit flammable, but it's got a really good flavor after the flame wears off, or the gasoline, or whatever it is they use to make it. Oh, DJ's up here. Hang on, DJ. DJ, why are you green? There you are.
Hey.
How are you doing, honey?
Good. I've been doing good.
Good, good. I'm glad. I'm surprised you're up this late.
Really? I'm surprised at that.
Well, you usually turn into a pumpkin around 11:30.
But yeah, I'm here. And so I have been connecting with a lot of people lately.
Really? Tell me about it.
Okay. When you have, I believe, Devil Dog in here a
Yeah.
couple a couple weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
I connected with him, went over to his channel, went on his panel,
Right.
and I, without the intention, I got a few subscribers from him,
Yay!
and I told him I met Des and a few others, got people subscribers. Guess what number I'm at
Tell me.
today?
Tell me, tell me, tell me.
475.
Oh my goodness gracious. DJ, that's amazing.
Yep.
That's great. I am so happy for you.
Yep. So I have really been connected with
You certainly have.
people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. How many is that? How big of an increase is that? It's a lot.
Well, from where I was, it's a sorry increase. Like,
Wow.
I have gained a total of 40 subscribers.
That is
For,
crazy. I'm so glad for you.
yeah.
I really am. Um, see this empty thing right here? It just
Yeah.
looks like a piece of wood on the wall, right? Do you know what
Yes.
that is?
No.
That is where I hang my cast iron skillet.
Okay.
And I bet you're wondering why they're not hanging there.
Yeah, why?
Can you take a guess?
Either they're not clean or
That's right. My daughter was supposed to do the dishes tonight, and she decided to go to bed because guess why? She has to work in the morning.
She got the job.
She did. She got the job.
Nice.
And she's going to be working in an ice cream shop, a marble slab ice cream shop.
Yeah.
Grumpus, I wish that was the case. I wish that was the case, but unfortunately, it is not.
No.
There's only actually one that I could use a good sandblasting on.
Yeah.
But really, I think what I'm going to do is this winter when we do a look at my stupid computer acting. It is acting foolish already.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I'm going to throw it in the fire. I'm just going to throw that one pan that needs to be cleaned off real good because it's got build up on the outside, not the inside so much, but the outside.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to throw it in the fire and let the fire do its magic.
Nice.
We blocked the editor because we couldn't save your changes. Well, that's Canva. I don't care about that.
Yeah, that actually happened to me when I was off Canva a minute.
It's been happening to me a lot lately. Hey, Christina, how are you this evening?
Yeah, hey, Christina. But, yeah, I will tell you, I'm kind of surprised I got that many people to subscribe to.
That is wonderful. I'm a little surprised too, but I'm telling you what, Devil Dog really has a network of folks.
Yeah, he does. He definitely.
He really does.
Yeah, I mean, the more I hang out with Joe, the more I come to realize, how many people he knows, and I will say him and Butler are funny together.
They really are, but they really are. They act sometimes like they don't like each other.
Yeah.
But they really do. And I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah, I get that, but I just find it funny how how he gave Gary admin access to his sleep yard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that.
I'm not sure I would have done that, but
yeah.
You were eating and typing one-handed. That's all right. We're real casual around here, James. Aren't we? Aren't we, DJ?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying real hard to... I'm going to shut this computer down and try to bring it back up. But I'm telling you what.
Try.
I need a new one so bad. So bad.
I know, but...
And one of these days, probably... But somewhere between October and December, I'm probably going to buy one. But I can't do it before then. I just can't.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I did do. I finally paid off Violet's Disney trip.
Oh, nice.
And it's not supposed to be paid for till December. So I'm like, what, 4 months early?
Yeah.
And I'm so tickled about that because that's just something I've been worrying about. and I knew I needed to get it done so I could get it like it felt like the wolf at my door, you know?
Yeah, I get you. I definitely get you. Huh.
I don't like that feeling at all.
Mhm.
Granny needs a new computer envelope. A new computer envelope? Oh, I do. I'm like, what are you talking about,
Well,
Rumpus? Yeah, it dawned on. Actually, that's going to be one of my next ventures is a computer envelope. But
yeah,
right now, I've got to, since I paid off Disney early, now I'm going to work on paying the indoor percussion fees. They're due sometime. You know, I really want to have them paid for by January, but I have until April to pay all of it.
yeah,
I just don't want it to take that long. I don't ever like for it to take that long because April is the end of the season
yeah.
and they need that money before the end of the season so they can plan their trips and their
Mm,
competition trips and stuff like that.
yeah,
So, and there's a lot of parents out there who honestly, it's kind of sad to me. And I know a lot of them don't, you know, it's hard when you're in a public school system. You've got people who can't afford things. And then you
yeah,
got kids who really want to participate, but they can't, their parents don't make enough money. I'm paying
yeah,
$1,000 just for 3 months of them kids to play band.
yeah.
And it's an extracurricular thing that doesn't get graded. It's just something
No,
they do for fun.
yeah,
But it gives them so much life experience, you know?
it
And I
does.
and I think
Yeah,
it's for them. And I'm happy that I'm able to do it because I'm tell you what, if I if I would have had children interested in band back 20 years ago, there's no
that,
way I could afford
yeah,
it.
that
No,
wouldn't happen.
no way.
No,
So, you know, I'm glad I can, but I feel sorry for the other parents who have to struggle to get that paid for because I know how expensive it is.
yeah, I get it.
And
But
now they do have opportunities for fundraisers and things like that.
yeah,
My children
mm,
don't like to fundraise. So what happens is I end up having to pay for all of it. And I'm really starting to get on them because they really need to fundraise as much as they can. I know we don't know a lot of people around here.
yeah,
And so we don't have the benefit of that. But we do
yeah,
have family members that would willingly donate 20 or 30 bucks here and there.
yeah. I mean,
And
yeah, I get that. Like,
and
eh,
every little bit helps, you know.
yeah, and I would definitely say, and this is totally my experience. I don't mind it, but when I was in JROTC, we did a one fundraiser a year, and
Mhm.
and for both years that I was in it,
Mhm.
I was one of the top fundraisers in my class.
I'll be darned. See, that's what I need. I need a kid like you who's motivated to go fundraise.
Yeah, like I, what I did went to people that I knew would help me out. Like, I went to my teachers that I had, and
Mhm.
you know, I could tell you a joke about one of them, but I'm gonna wait on that for a little bit. But,
Mhm.
yeah, I went to my family. I went. I went to my sister's
Right.
then. Well, I went to her then boyfriend's family at
Ooh,
one,
okay.
at one point. So
Well, the only problem here with that is my daughter's boyfriend's family. He's in the band too, and he has to.
yeah, yeah, I know, but that's just me. I went to her boyfriend's family and
Right.
they helped me out. So, but
It's okay. Hang on. It's okay, Christina. Don't worry about it. I understand.
yeah,
You
but
can just hang out and listen to us if you want to.
definitely,
That's right.
but
But
yeah,
yeah, that's great. See, you had more resources, I think. My kids, they don't like to make friends and they don't like to, of course,
yeah,
we don't. I guess my husband could go to work and fundraise at work, but there's only like four other people where he works. So, I mean,
yeah, I get that. But the story about my teacher is I went to his wife first
yeah,
because his wife was my speech teacher, and
okay.
I asked her to help us out. She did, obviously, but she told me, hey, go to my husband, your history teacher,
Yeah.
and ask him if he would do it. She knew he would say no,
Oh,
which he did, but I dropped the bomb on him and said, "Oh, don't worry about it. Your wife already helped me out."
so then what happened? Did he still say no or did he donate?
No, what he said was, man, you went to the boss before going to me?
That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, and I had a better relationship with his wife
Than you
because
did with him.
yeah, and it's not because he was mean or anything. It's just I worked with his wife longer than I worked with him.
Sure, sure. Look, I'll be right
Um,
back. My phone's about to die, and that's going to be a tragedy if it does. DJ, entertain folks.
okay, yeah,
Dance and
God.
sing or something.
How about I take off my soul? uh, uh, yeah, no, I'm gonna take off and sing for you, but I would say it's good to see you during a see you, and yeah, let me know how you've been. So,
Good job, DJ.
yeah, but
um,
yeah, but
so, yeah, Grumpus, you can put a link up, can't you? I think
um,
I'm a moderator. You will
well,
love Grumpus's channel. And in fact, if we have any new people in here who haven't subscribed to any of these channels, please do because we got some good channels in here. We got Cartoon Universe, which is DJ who we're talking to, and he reviews cartoons, old ones, vintage ones, 80s, 90s, and before. Is that about right, DJ?
um, all new in between.
Okay. And James has a gardening channel that's really cool because he gardens in some really tough conditions. Grumpus has barbecue. Of course, Grumpus, you don't need that. Just go ahead and drop it. You do whatever you want. You're a mod. Say, I do what I
Uh,
want. You knew Cartman on what was that cartoon?
South Park.
South Park. That was my favorite. Look, I don't even like South Park, but I like Cartman when he said, I do what I want.
Yeah, no, Now, Charlotte, I'm
Yeah.
gonna. Have you ever thought about setting up Nightbot for your channel?
I have. And I was going to talk to Devil Dog about helping me do that. I've just been really, really busy this week. I mean, really busy. I had to take 2 kids to the doctor this week.
Yeah.
I've had to look. I got a 13-year-old who thinks that homework is optional. Yeah,
It's not.
and you're right.
It's not.
But I think he's going to have to learn the hard way that it's not optional, and he
Yeah.
might end up losing his PlayStation over it.
Alright.
I told
Yeah.
him, I said, you know what? There's no reason why you can't go to school every day and make B's and C's
Yeah.
because he's a smart boy.
Yeah.
I said, if I see any zeros on your grade book
Yeah.
at any time, if you don't have a good explanation for it, like I was absent, I had a migraine, or the school exploded, then you're losing your PlayStation for the whole week.
Yeah. Yeah. I get
Hey,
it.
Alex, how are you tonight?
Yeah. I definitely get
And I
you.
hate to do that to him because I know that that's how he decompresses.
Yeah, but I mean, when it comes to it, school has to come
It has
first.
to. It has to right now. And,
Yeah.
they just don't realize when they're that age that it's important. At least some of them don't. Some do, some don't. This one doesn't.
Uh.
And I do understand that he feels like he has better things to do because they're the things he wants to do.
Yeah. Of
You know,
course.
but I told him, I said, the sign of a good person is doing the right thing even when people aren't looking.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and you need to do the right thing because it's going to benefit you in the future.
Yeah. I
But
get it.
when you're 13, you can't think past tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully my niece understands that in the future. I mean, she's just beginning her journey in the school system.
Mm-hmm. Was she
Kindle,
first grade or kindergarten?
kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Yeah,
Look, my granddaughter, she's she's 6,
yeah,
and she has loved to play her whole life. She can,
yeah.
and she has a enormously vivid imagination, and
Oh, yeah,
she makes up these great stories.
yeah.
Tom, are you serious?
What?
He said, my grandson told me the teacher don't believe in homework. Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
okay, now if a teacher doesn't give out homework, I get that. I do.
Mhm.
I do because some do believe that students work hard during the day.
Yeah.
Why send them home to do more work that could be done in class?
And I get that. I really
Yeah,
do.
yeah, I
And
think,
and I've known teachers like that, and my kids have had teachers like that. But
yeah,
usually when they're like that, they send home either notes or messages on the phone or some communication that says, hey, I'm the kind of teacher that doesn't give out too much homework. If your kid says we don't have homework, it's probably true. But my point is, he goes to school every day and should be taking notes in every class.
yeah,
The least he can do is come home and read over those notes
yeah,
every single day.
yeah, on that, I'm totally with you. if you got notes, look at them. I mean,
Tom, I'm thinking the same thing. I wanted those teachers when I was in school, but all of my teachers believed that we needed as much homework as possible, I guess to keep us busy and out of trouble, but it never worked.
yeah. Well,
I mean, if you're doing homework, you can't go get slammed in jail, can you? Oh, Grumpus, James wants to know if you do any cold smoking.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, well, if it's self-explanatory, then yes, but I don't know how you get smoke with cold fire, because fire is not normally cold.
Yeah.
So is it a play on words, or but
yeah,
man, I can't wait till it gets a little bit cooler outside, because I'm gonna get on my Blackstone and I'm gonna start smoking some meats again. It makes you wonder how they are smarter than we were at the same age. It kind of does, doesn't it? But they do a lot of computer work at school, and they actually do a ton of work at school. So I don't know. But I've always been a firm believer that the more you expect, the more the kids will deliver.
Yeah,
I think this last one is on a mission to prove me wrong.
Okay, so it looks like you're smoking between 70 and 90 degrees, and not any high roll. So,
Grumpus said, and where were all the haughty teachers when he was in school? His were old. Look, Murphy's got some adorable teachers. He's got two that are young and cute as a button. I'll hook you up with some pictures when I go to PTO night.
No. Please.
But yeah, they're young and pretty, and I don't know. Maybe that's why he can't learn in their class.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you this. My last 2 years of school, I began to see people my age start to teach.
Start to teach, yeah.
Yeah, like I was still in school, and there were teachers that were
24, 25, something like that.
Yeah, the same age as myself, 21, 22.
Right.
And they were teaching, like, hi. Yeah.
Tom, you dated your typing teacher? How? I can't listen to that. I hope it was after you graduated.
Next thing you're gonna hear is that she became his wife.
Well, back in the day, and I'm talking way long time ago in the day, it wasn't quite as frowned upon if it was a male student and a female teacher. But that was just the double standard of the day.
Yeah, well.
And Grumpus said, is it too late for summer school? That a boy, Tom.
No.
That's funny.
But yeah,
well, now, when I was in school, we had a teacher that was a hottie. He was a guy, but I thought he was very, very handsome. And but all the girls did, all the girls, and he was young. He was probably, if I had to guess, late 20s. He might have been a little older, but he looked late 20s. And every single girl in that school had the hots for that young man.
Yeah, you know what's funny to me?
What?
And I had a helping teacher in 2015
Mm-hmm.
who, at the time I thought I knew her for somewhere. It took me a weekend to find it. Oh, but that helping teacher was a student that I went to school with 4 years prior to that moment.
Oh my gosh.
So,
That's crazy. James
that
said no, cold smoking is the old way it was done to preserve meats long term and to flavor meats like bacon. You can also smoke cheese by way of cold. You know what, James, and everybody in the chat, I want to ask you this. Have
yeah.
you noticed that bacon does not taste the way it did, say, 20, 30 years ago? Maybe even a little longer. It doesn't smell the same when it's frying. It
I
is I believe, and I could be wrong about this, but I think they went from actually smoking the bacon to using a chemical or liquid smoke process. And I think that that's the difference in the flavor. It's not near as salty as it used to be. It just tastes different to me. So give me your feedback on that, y'all, because I'm curious to know if it's just me and my silly taste buds. Hey,
well,
Grumpus. Okay, Grumpus is coming up. Make room, everybody.
well,
Wow. I'm trying
what
to change it.
I
There we
believe,
go.
what
Hey.
yeah, what I believe is it's dependent on what company makes the bacon.
You think
Because
so?
because different smokers may have different techniques, and it's probably dependent on the smoker or company you buy from.
Mhm. Well, now Tom
Yeah.
says he believes it's over processing and chemicals. And
Well, Tom's a
Dwayne said
chef, so he
certain,
probably knows.
yeah, he was a chef or is. Um, Dwayne said certain foods don't seem to taste as they used to. And James said that that's because it's not the same. And I believe you, James. I do. You remember when you were a kid, Grumpus, and somebody would be frying bacon in the kitchen, usually a mom or a grandma, and the smell would wake you up?
Oh, yeah. You can smell it outside.
Was that not the most beautiful thing in the world? And Alex says he makes his own bacon.
I've never tried that.
I wonder if you can just make it in like a regular old smoker. Maybe do a cold smoke like
Yeah,
James.
you could. I don't
Just
think
go
I
buy a
could do a
bunch of
cold
pork
smoke.
belly. I'm sorry.
I don't think I could do a cold smoke because it's got to be pretty low.
Right.
And where I'm at, if the sun comes out, my pit will get
It's 75,
145,
78.
145 inside without a
That's
fire.
right. That's right. That's true. That's true.
I suppose I get a smoke tube or something like that, but I'm not that
What about an
adventurous.
electric one where you could have a thermostat and do it? Yeah, you can't even do it. You'd have to do that in like a climate controlled garage or shed.
Well, I know
I
guys
think.
that have done it. I've watched YouTube videos where guys have done it. It's
Or
just
do it in the wintertime.
I got to weigh the effort versus the reward.
Right. I don't know. Good old fashioned bacon is pretty rewarding in my humble opinion,
Yeah.
because I miss it. I really do. I miss
About,
it.
about the only bacon I eat is on use it for seasoning, or maybe I'll fry some up for a hamburger every once in a while. We're not breakfast eaters around here, so I hardly ever.
We
I
don't
can't.
eat a lot of breakfast here either, but well, let me take. We eat breakfast as a dinner meal sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's usually when I'm absolutely disgusted with cooking, cleaning, and decide to go on strike, which has
Plus, I
been the
don't.
past month or so.
I don't like cleaning the stove, so if I can't fry it outside, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, Grumpus, you don't have to fry it. Let me tell you something. Easiest way in the world to cook bacon, okay? You need a half sheet pan, or a cookie sheet will work. Put some parchment paper on it and lay them slices out on the pan. Set your oven to 400 degrees. You don't even have to preheat it. Just set it to 400. Stick it in there for at least 10 minutes, somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. And by the time it comes out, it'll be the crispiest, most wonderful bacon that you have ever eaten. It's really, really works. It really works. And that way you don't make a mess frying it. And you don't have to risk grease popping up in your face and scarring you for life. You know.
I might have to try that in the firebox.
Oh, you could, yeah. Let me see. James said, you're right, it's both. By using chemicals, it gives them a way to a light smoke to save money in the process. Yeah.
Probably saves time too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, see, Tom said the oven too. Yeah, the days. I know what he's talking about when I was mentioning somebody cooking bacon in the kitchen. Because man, I remember my granny. Now my stepmother and my dad, they didn't cook too much breakfast. Maybe on Sunday mornings, but I was usually at my grandma's house on Sunday mornings. But my grandma, my God, she'd make me eggs, bacon every, and I loved it. Of course, I don't get to eat eggs and bacon anymore.
You got eggs coming, right?
Hopefully. Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this. Well, you might. I went out to my little chicken brooder today, and one of my chickens is gone.
One of your new
I
ones?
mean, I'm not talking dead. I'm talking missing.
How?
Well,
Think a snake might have got it?
either that or a raccoon, maybe, or those are the only two options I have. I don't know what else. But we don't have bad predators here, usually.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got this chicken brooder double wrapped with chicken wire. So basically, you got your hex here, and the other hex overlap. So the space is half the size it would normally be. And I can't even imagine a raccoon sticking his hand through there, because nothing was damaged. Nothing at all was damaged. So I honestly have no clue what happened to it. But it's gone. And there's no way it could have dug out. Unless somebody come and got it, but I doubt it.
I mean, who would come and take a chick?
Let me read what James said. Hang on a minute, DJ. Charlotte, the reason the farm livestock is not the same is due to collective breeding because they are producing outside stock inside. I don't understand that. Oh, so they're producing cows on the inside in a barn or something like that instead, or in big barns instead of outside where they belong? Is that what you mean? Or keeping chickens inside instead of outside in the grass? Collective.
Probably both.
Rumpus, use a little what now?
One of Uncle Steve's shakes is called Smoke Bomb.
Oh.
Now, and it's got a good smoky flavor to it. Now, anytime I cook in the oven inside, I put a little Uncle Steve's on it, and it tastes close to coming right off the pit.
No kidding.
If you wanted to do some ribs or something in the oven, put some Smoke Bomb on it, and it's delicious. It's some good stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna have to buy some of that. You know, I've been having Uncle Steve's on the brain for what, 6 months now? Y'all been telling me about him, and I never have ordered from him, and I need to do that. I keep reminding myself every time we do this and mentioning, but
he's got a package that's got the smaller bottles and one of everything.
Oh, okay.
That'd be the one.
Like a variety pack, huh?
Yeah, they're small. They're smaller bottles, but even those last a while. If you're not doing briskets and all that, them little bottles will last a long time.
Okay. I know those bottles that I bought from Buc-ee's. I haven't even made a dent in them.
Yeah, those are the bigger bottles. He's got
They're
those
huge.
size.
Yeah.
But you get to try a little of everything if you get the smaller bottles.
I need to do that. James said he's behind in the chat. He's going to go out and come back in. That's fine, James. That little chicken. What? Tom, I'm going to get Marie after you.
I hope he saved me a wing.
You ought to be ashamed. He couldn't even have made a meal. God love it. It wasn't nothing. It was big as my hand.
That chicken nugget was the whole chicken.
Apparently, yeah. Well, and I didn't mention this, but I got another one that's injured. Its leg is injured. I really am believing that something might have put its little hand in there and tried to pull it through. But I didn't find any feathers. Nothing.
Huh.
It's weird.
Yeah. Good boy.
So what we did was we moved. Okay. Basically what I did was I put a fence in between, right down the middle of that thing, so they couldn't get to the back.
Okay.
And then I put hay all the way around the sides 2 feet tall. And that way, if something does try to get in there, they're going to have to go through a whole bunch of hay to get to it.
Yeah.
A whole bunch.
The only thing I can think of that would have a hand it could use would be a raccoon.
That's what I'm thinking. Or, I don't know, maybe, you know how chickens get real sluggish at night? They're almost like they're in a zombie state. The only thing I can think of is maybe a possum stuck his little snout in there and pulled it through.
That's possible.
A possum could do it. I don't think it was a cat, because cats don't have opposable thumbs. You know? I mean, and really, the main predators in this neighborhood are cats and stray dogs. Those are the main ones. Chicken was delicious. You ought to be ashamed, Tom. It's going to take me a minute to get over that. Cold smoking is a lost art, and a few people still know how it's done. And few people know how it's done, no less how to do it. I love doing it when I have a chance. Yeah, it takes time to do it right and make your time count. Yeah. It sounds like a neat thing, though. If it but the payout has to be worth it. Please tell me y'all don't hear my son in there making all those weird girl noises.
I don't hear him.
Oh, thank God.
You sure that's your son and not the girl that's with him?
God,
When was the last time you peeked in that room?
It was about 5 minutes to 11. Oh boy. Oh boy, Grumpus. What kind of time are you making all those weird noises in there?
Me?
Who do you think I'm talking to? Who, me? Violet ain't in here.
Oh.
You see what I deal with every day? Who, me? Okay, Dwayne says Native North Americans were good at pick it up and move it. Don't slide it across the floor. It won't make noise if you pick it up. Preserving food like wild game and fish. I just said fish with 2 syllables, y'all. I'm getting lazy. Or more southern.
Fish.
Yeah. And Grumpus, Tom used to make fresh mozzarella and smoked it? How hard was that to roll up there, Tom?
I mean, you definitely have to walk on that pinch, but
Yeah.
yeah.
James, is that what makes that flavor? Is the cold smoking, is that what makes that old-fashioned bacon flavor? Hey, Terry, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah, hey Terry, thanks for stopping by. Although I did appreciate that.
Y'all, I need to quit taking naps late in the afternoon. Poor Poppy didn't even get dinner tonight.
Oh, wow. Maybe he took your chicken.
Probably got something.
He might have eat that chicken whole.
he might have
He
got
might.
hungry. Went out in the backyard, got a tomato and a chicken.
Tom is implying that bacon is good with itty bitty chicken. You see that?
No.
Look, I had to redecorate. I'm going to show y'all. Remember when I used to have the fish tank behind me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, now I have this new air fryer that my in-laws bought me. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's a nice one.
Nice.
I like it, but I haven't quite figured out how to work it.
Is that the Emerald brand?
No, it's a cheapo Farberware, but I like it. I like the way it looks. I like
it
the
looks
controls.
just like Emerald's.
Does it?
Yeah. Probably come from the same building.
So I ended up having to move everything, and I took my fish tank down, and now I did that when I got my new freezer, and now I had to stick my old freezer back there, and that thing is so beat up, and I'm so ashamed of it. What I really ought to do is just get a new one, like the new one that I bought. Just get another one and stick it back here. But it kind of irritates me because I really would like to have my fish tank up there, but I don't have any counter space to put this air fryer.
Do the cats get any water now?
Do the what?
Do the cats get any water now?
Well, of course they do. They had water before.
They're
They got
just
a big old bowl of
getting fish.
Goofballs. Okay. Oh, look at there. Terry bought his wife a new car today.
Come on, Terry. You're raising the bar for the rest of us.
Yeah.
What'd you buy, Terry?
Yeah, what type? Brand, make, model, whatever.
Now, see, I always suspected Terry would have bought his wife like a tractor and a new plow behind her or something.
Townsend shows some interesting. Wait a minute. I gotta go back. What is the Townsend? Interesting ancient food preservation technique. What is the Townsend's, Dwayne?
Is that a channel?
Oh, a Ford Edge. That's a nice car. Oh, I bet
nice.
she is tickled to death, isn't she? You know, I was just telling my son this morning that I needed to buy Poppy a new car. But you know what? I don't want to do that. I got 2 cars that are paid for.
As long as they're
Yeah,
still running. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I run them till the fenders fall off of them.
That's what I want to do.
yeah.
now- What, babe?
Well,
Go ahead, DJ. I'm listening.
I'm just saying, we'll actually work on getting a new van. So,
Working on getting a new what?
van car. A new van.
Oh, a van. I thought you got one.
No, we'll work on it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, well, it will take probably a year to get it.
does it take that long for them to do all the work on it that needs to be done for you?
Well, I'm not sure about work, but paperwork.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
like, because,
Um,
and this is what my dad told me. It's
Right.
not the van. They don't put it in my parents' name. It's put in the guardians of DJ and my brother's name. So,
I see.
you know, it takes a lot to get everything done and to do that.
Okay.
Plus, what we want them to do will take a year to do, because we want the bus quality lift. We want a table. We want a lift, a TV, and we want a lot of items to make it comfortable for us
Sure.
on the road.
Yeah.
Because they could have just had a regular van to us in a week. But we don't just want a regular van. We want
Sure. Yeah.
We
You want
want-
something that's nice. And that has
Well-
all of the things all of the bells and whistles, so to speak.
well, all the bells and whistles that we need.
Right.
Because
Grumpus, I picked up 20 pounds of tri-tip today for $50.
Wow. You're going to have to file the serial numbers off them tri-tips?
Right? Oh my goodness. Grumpus, if you buy Mrs. Grumpus Brillo pads for her birthday,
That's a great idea.
it is not a great idea. She will kick you out
you know,
of
the
your
sad-
own house.
The sad part is I'd have to show her how they work.
Well, look, if you saw my kitchen right now, you'd probably think somebody needed to show me. But
someone needs to show Violet how they work.
thank you.
20 pounds for $50. Wow.
Man, that's a deal.
You
Yeah,
don't see a lot of tri-tip around my parts.
I can get them here every now and then, but
Every once in a while, I'll see one, but they're not that.
well, and that's the way
Yeah.
ours are. They're not the kind that you see on competition barbecue. Let's just put it that way. They got a lot of fat on them, which ain't bad all the time, because fat adds flavor. But to me, it's a waste of money because I'm not eating that fat. Birthday gift. When's her birthday? I'm gonna have to send her something nice.
Did she tell you to ask me that?
No, she did not.
It's the day after Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
I
you
get
got time to
screwed.
save up for a real nice gift.
I not only get screwed in the month, I get screwed for that whole week.
Oh, yes, you do. Well, think about my poor family, okay? My son's birthday is the 21st of December. My other son is the 6th of December. Then we got Christmas, and my birthday's the 29th of December. December's just a freaking wash here in this house. It's insane. And then I got 3 birthdays. Wait a minute. 4 birthdays in January. My daughter, my son-in-law, Wesley, and my son, Bailey.
It wasn't planned out very well, was it?
No. Well, let me talk about the November birthdays I got. Well, apparently in my house, spring was mating season.
Apparently.
Sound like
Because
it was a cold.
5 out
It
of
was
my
a cold
7
spring.
kids, 5 out of 7 kids were born around December, November, December, and January. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's.
Only 2 have summertime birthdays. And it's the 2 smart ones. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Half price. What? It was choice, but it was a good deal. Yeah, I wouldn't have cared if it was choice or
Yeah.
or what it was. That price.
Right.
What I'd like to know is, are you going to cut it up and make a bunch of meals out of it, or are you going to cook the whole stinking thing for some kind of occasion?
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with choice
If you know.
if you know how to cook it. Yeah. I don't know how to cook it. Just low and slow is all I know. Dwayne, we are getting older.
Yeah, well, I will
Oh, no,
say.
my God. Dwayne's dad turned 92 yesterday, y'all.
No.
Man, I want to be him when I grow up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 5 cuts. Okay. So about 4 pounds a piece. Yeah. What it sounds like.
No, I will say I'm glad we'll get it into the fall season.
Oh, God,
And-
me too, DJ.
Well, the Lucia, I'm glad it's probably different from what you're glad.
Okay,
So-
tell me why you're glad.
Do you know what falls in fall?
Do I know what?
Do you know what falls in fall?
Your birthday.
Yes.
When is it, DJ?
Well,
November 26th.
no.
Oh, well.
Yo.
It was worth a shot.
You're 27 days a little too early.
Oh, it's Halloween!
Yeah.
Your birthday's Halloween. You told me that. That is so fun. Sent you pictures of the car. Oh, gosh. Terry, I think I'm going to have to... I don't know how to look at them with my phone.
How did he send them to you?
I think on Facebook. I didn't know that's what that was, Terry. I'm sorry. Because it popped up on my phone, and I'm like, I thought it was Facebook. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do that.
But yeah, so that's
You know
why
what? Yeah.
that's why I said 27 days, because
That's right.
you said 26, and
I did. So it is 27 days. You're right.
yeah.
20 said he knows people that go to the dollar store for groceries. They say the grocery stores are so expensive to shop at. Look.
No.
Oh, got that 1974 music going on, huh?
Nice.
And Grandpa says he buys Choice all the time. You gotta like someone a lot to spring for prime. Ain't that the truth? That's the truth. Where am I? I sent you, Dwayne, you lucky guy. You know, that's true. To have your dad for that long is just phenomenal. It really is.
Yeah,
I hope I have my dad for that long. I'm just now starting to like him.
Well, 8 birthdays in October is nice. I mean, you celebrate maybe 2 a week, if that. I don't know, so if you're wondering what I'm talking about, so just go down to Dwayne's comment.
Okay. Oh. Not the people shopping at store. Okay, my brother-in-law has his birthday on October 31st. There are eight birthdays in your family in October. Good grief.
So that's what I'm saying, like 2 a week, or whatever. Yeah, that's a lot for one
That is a lot. For one family.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the children's Christmas money and buy myself a computer.
Buy yourself something nice.
Yeah.
I need a computer.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. My wife and I got married on my dad's birthday. That's from Terry said that. Well, now that's an interesting. Why? I know how young love is. I know. Look, I get it. I do.
Yeah.
Certainly do.
That's nice.
We can learn a lot from people who grew up in the Great Depression. That's the truth, Dwayne.
That is a
lie. My granny grew up. Well, that's not even true. She was a grown woman during the Great Depression. Her daughter, my grandma, grew up in the Great Depression, and I think she was. Let's see, she was born in 1926, so I guess she was just about a teenager by the time it was over with.
Yeah.
But it just fell that way. I understand, Terry.
Okay. I mean,
my dad just turned 74 last month.
Cool.
And he told me, I called him day after his birthday. Well, I called him on his birthday too, but the next day I called him to see how he was doing. And he had hurt his. He went out on his birthday and borrowed my brother's gas weed eater because he's got like 20 acres. Well, he ended up, I guess, throwing his back out or something. But it wasn't his back that was bothering him, it was his hip. He couldn't
Yeah.
hardly stand up on it. So I called him the next day to check on him. He says, yeah. He says, it feels different being 74 today. I said, why? He says, well, because I hurt myself yesterday and it sucks. I feel a lot older.
Yeah.
But he says, well, I've decided that I'm going to live to be 88. Just as matter of fact. And I said, well, that's good. You got about 14 years left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, Tom, but I bet it gets annoying. Look, if Wesley asked me every morning how I felt, I'd look at him like he had two heads. But that's just me. I'm sure she's being very kind.
Yeah, she's working on a plan.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. Well, you know what, so when I did my live stream over tonight,
Yeah.
I had the most people I have ever had in
How many did you have?
8.
Wow.
And you want to know why I had that many?
Why?
I got raided by Racy Acorns.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Good. You deserve that.
Yeah.
But that was fun, wasn't it?
I bet it was too.
I mean, so you probably know this, but I normally sit there for I won't have
Mm-hmm.
just talking my head off with no one in chat.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes
know,
I go in there if I have, like when I'm cooking dinner or something,
yeah.
and I just listen, but I can't. Usually I've got flour and chicken fat and all kinds of stuff all over my head.
Yeah, I could. I
If
totally
you do that about the
did
time
that.
I'm in the middle of all that.
Yeah. But I
But
mean,
I do listen. I do listen.
yeah, but I mean, they'll
On.
just try to make something up because
It's
I'm
hard,
not.
isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not getting that feedback from everyone saying, "Hey, I have a question about this, that, and this other thing."
Right.
I'm trying to think, what will people find entertaining? Hey, Patty, Glacia.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had 8 people in there. One of them was Peter,
Okay.
so I got talked to her tonight, and I had some great people in there. We chatted for 2 hours.
What?
Yeah, and we just kept it going. So,
I
yeah,
am so happy for you, DJ. Such a huge improvement, and I know it made you happy.
yeah, and I'm glad about that because while I've been off getting into those communities, they have
Yeah.
really,
Yeah. Well, and you've
they,
been at this for so long, and it's
yeah,
about time. It's about time you got some, and I'm really glad for you.
yeah, I said this to another post that I was on with, but the people I have met in the last 3-4 weeks, they have really brought me into their community,
That is
and
wonderful.
and not just like, oh, hey, there's a random guy here. They
Right. So
got
they're getting to
to
know you and
yeah,
yeah, that is so nice.
but
Good.
but I say this to be funny, not
Uh-huh.
offensive in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
But but I need to find a community that is not 50 plus,
That's not what?
that 50 and above.
Well, and I get that. I get that. Totally.
Again,
You need
again,
to
I
find a
don't
community
mean to
of
be,
folks that have common interests with you and that stuff.
yeah, I don't mean to offend nobody here,
I'm not
but,
offended, honey.
I
Can't hurt
mean,
my feelings.
you
Yeah,
know,
Grumpus is too old to get his feelings hurt.
yeah,
I got no feelings left.
He ain't got none left.
hey,
That's right.
yeah,
See, that's
but
what happens when you get old, DJ.
I
You
feel
don't care
nothing.
no more. You know?
yeah, but it's funny how
What?
it is funny how I'm communicating with people double my age.
Right, and they can
But
also relate to all the cartoons that you reviewed
yeah,
because they probably watched them all. I
yeah,
get
yeah.
that. I get it 100%. The first bowl is free, my. Oh my God. Tom says, "What's feelings?"
There's going to be a shortage in Australia.
I don't know. Wait a minute. That's what I want to know. What's going to happen when the peanut butter runs out in Australia? Don't they have to get everything shipped in?
There's going to be peanut Joe cooking.
Because I'm going to tell you, I ain't seen no peanut farms in Australia.
No, he knows they might get a shipment from England or something.
Right? You know what? This is funny, y'all. So the other night, Violet came home from school, her band practice. And Wesley looked at me and said, "What's for dinner?" I said, "Whatever y'all cook."
Yeah.
Well, he looked at Violet and said, "You're cooking dinner."
What? That's
So let me tell you
no.
what she made. I buy those Walmart brand frozen biscuit because they're fast and they cook up really tall.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Tom, do this, la 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 la, do this. So she made those, and she made some microwave sausage, and I cooked a few eggs and scrambled them up, and we had biscuits and sausage and egg sandwiches for dinner.
That sounds delicious.
Well, I'll tell you what I did. I made one sandwich for me, and then I took one of them biscuits and cut it in half and slathered it with some honey. And oh my God, it was so good.
Okay.
I haven't had a good egg sandwich in forever.
It was good. I don't usually eat that. It's not something I would normally fix, even for breakfast. But it was good, and I was proud of her. She did a good job.
Yeah, that sounds good, but I mean, no offense to Violet, but does she know how to cook for herself?
Sort of. She could cook some basic things. She knows how to cook. She knows how to cook macaroni and cheese from scratch because I taught her.
Okay.
And she loves it. But now if she had to survive, it would be on chicken nugget, macaroni and cheese, ramen noodles, cheese, lots of cheese. You never let your stomach know what time it is.
Yeah. So,
He had chicken for dinner. Tom did.
cool.
Yeah, James, they could probably grow there. I don't see why not. They got dirt, don't they? I mean, look, I tell my dad. In fact, it's funny. I was talking to my dad one time when he was talking about doing a garden.
Mm,
And it was right after he retired, and he wanted some things to do. And I said, Dad, y'all got all that land. You might as well put you a little garden in.
yeah.
If that was my land, I'd have a 2 or 3 acre garden. But he's old, so he did that year. He put in some tomatoes and this and that and the squash plants that he had gone and bought at the big box store, whatever.
Yeah.
And he called me up and I said, Dad, why did you buy stuff from the store? You could have just bought seeds and done it so much cheaper. Oh, I don't have time for all that. I said, Dad, you can't hardly keep a seed from growing. It's nature. The seed's job is to grow, produce a fruit, and replicate itself. I said, you got to be real dumb not to be able to at least get one thing to grow. Because nature does what nature does.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. We were talking the other day about something totally unrelated to that. And this is the first time this has ever happened in a conversation with my father. He said, you said something to me a long time ago. That a seed is meant to grow. And you can't hardly keep it from growing. And I'm thinking, oh my God.
He listened.
I've been saying things like that to my dad forever. Remember when you said blah, blah, blah. Now I know what that means. Or that, that really had an impact on me. Or whatever. And it was so nice that some of my old age wisdom kind of rubbed off on my daddy. It was nice.
All right. Well,
Oh, there's Marcel. What, DJ?
I'm gonna head out. I'm ready for bed. So.
Turning into a pumpkin, but you're a little late this time.
Yeah. I will
all right,
see you all
Sleeping Beauty.
Good to see you again, DJ.
Thanks for coming, DJ.
Anytime, so you did that.
Take care, my friend.
I will.
Good night.
No.
And there's Marcel. Marcel, how did you ever get away? Wait, what was that? Nothing.
Is she in the basement?
Well, I thought somebody was, but nobody's in here. Oh, wait. Oh, we got PB Boy in here. Is that what I think it is? Okay. No, I thought it was peanut butter powder. And he was going to say how he would never run out because but that's good enough. Oh my God. How big is that jar? Okay, this reminds me of the Grinch. Remember in the Grinch when he had the package up in front of his face?
Yeah.
And the teacher said, move the ball. Put your foot down. Oh, that was funny.
It's healthy. See, he's been eating healthy.
I see that. Crunchy peanut butter. Mm-mm-mm. I think we need another demonstration on how that goes on the ice cream. I see the health rating. It's number 4 out of 5. And so, what does that mean to us? We don't need healthy. We're old folks. Well, Tom enjoys his healthy food. And boy, I'm telling you what. Did you see the pizza he made the other day, Grumpus?
I did.
Man, that looked good.
I did. Tom cranks
gonna
out some
have to
pretty
make
good looking
one.
stuff.
I wonder if Patrick could make a pizza out of that peanut butter.
Peanut butter pizza.
You know, like a Thai chicken pizza peanut butter thing? Hey, worth a shot. Lord, he's going to eat a bowl of peanut butter. Okay, Patrick, we need peanut butter and beer. All right.
No, just beer. Just beer.
Oh, just beer?
Yeah, just beer.
Lettuce
Oh,
goes
boy.
great with peanut butter. That's what Tom says.
Well, everything goes great with peanut butter, doesn't it, Grumpus?
Doesn't it?
I think so.
Yes.
I don't know. Marcel's got a pizza here that I might have to try that. Just
What's she saying? What is it?
Oh, Marcel, that does
A Thai
sound
shrimp pizza.
delicious.
Yes, that would be good.
Oh, yum.
Cheers, everyone.
Y'all, I'm so hungry. I didn't eat dinner tonight. Hey, cheers, Patrick. Cheers.
Celery is great with peanut butter. Yes, it is.
See, I don't care for celery at all.
You'd love it with peanut butter.
The only way I eat celery is in chicken soup and in a chicken salad.
Well, try it with peanut butter.
Mm-mm.
Yes, you must.
No.
my mom used to
Blech.
do that for us for snacks at school.
Yeah, I like it if you take pecan or walnuts and chop them up and put them in cream cheese
Was the
and put that on celery. That's not too bad.
was the first stalk of celery free, Grumpus?
Could be.
I'll never forget that. That was the line of the century.
What is HP sauce, Wayne?
HP sauce is like a what is it like? Like Worcestershire sauce, a bit like that, except not. It's like a brown sauce. It's like a savoury type sauce.
Okay.
It's a bit tangy. It's
Is
got
that
tang
a
to
British
it.
thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty popular here too.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, it's
Oh,
you can
Marcel,
find
that
it on
would
the.
be great. I would love to see that recipe. She's talking about her.
Ooh,
Mm.
ooh. Maple pecan cream cheese. Ooh. Oh, I
Yeah,
should
that's
watch that. I haven't
good.
seen that one.
The beetroot go good with peanut butter.
No.
Dwayne wants. You said it goes with everything.
Not beetroot. No. Dwayne. No.
Tom
Although, I
says
mean,
that sounds like Patty Joe beer.
No, but I got a just over there a massive package from the dude. And I think there are a few. Well, you call them koozies in there.
Yeah.
So I might not have one of your koozies, Grumpus, but I think I'm going to
Not
get
yet.
some Patty Joe cool beer things. I don't know what's in there. I'm going to do an unboxing.
Well, it's nice to know you got packages through.
Oh,
Yeah.
that just reminded me, y'all.
Yeah.
This thing from Marcel about the maple pecan cream cheese
Yeah.
on apple slices. Peanut butter is delicious on Granny Smith apples. Those sour yellow green apples.
What are you trying to do to me, Charlotte?
Oh, it's delicious. And it's
What are you
healthy.
trying to do to me? Oh.
You need to do that. Peanut butter or Nutella.
Ah!
My grandbaby eats Nutella with those Granny Smith apples, and it's delicious. And it was all my fault. It's all my fault. In fact, for her birthday last year, I ordered her an Amazon pack of 120 individual packets of Nutella. Her mom was so mad. 120 of them. I said, well, let her eat them. She doled them out like they were Halloween candy.
I don't blame her.
Why? They were just little tiny servings. It wasn't like it was jars. Oh, Terry does not have a Grumpus koozie and would like one post haste. Sweet, can't wait for the unboxing. That's right. We can't wait to see that.
Tell me about it, Terry. Tell me about it.
You're killing me.
Do you know we actually can't? I've been obsessing about ever since. Once again, Grumpus, last week when you were chowing down on those peanut butter M&Ms, we can't freaking get them here.
Oh, really?
Hint, hint.
Say that again. You can't get peanut butter M&Ms in Australia.
Well, there's probably a shortage of peanuts down there.
You're probably right. I hadn't thought that through, had I? No, you can get the peanut M&Ms, but you can't get the peanut butter M&Ms. You have to order them.
Oh, okay.
Which
That
is
makes
silly.
It is silly.
But, once again, I would never have even wanted to try them. No interest until last week with this man up here. The one bowl man. One bowl. We're one bowl away from oblivion, Grumpus. Oh, dear. All jokes aside.
Oh, that's true, Marcel. Yeah, somebody would have an allergy attack, wouldn't they? And I put peanut butter on carrots too. It's delicious. Oh, trust me. Don't make the face. Don't make the face. You gotta try it.
I really like peanut butter on pancakes.
Really? And waffles?
Peanut butter on pancakes with maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
here we
a
go
lot
again.
of butter.
That sounds good. Now see,
You,
my kids. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Patrick.
Oh,
Patrick,
no, I'm just...
the first
I
pancake's
can't handle
free.
it. I can't handle it. Thank you, Grumpus. Up yours, Grumpus. Freaking pancakes. I haven't had pancakes in 30 years and now I want pancakes.
Well, what's the hookup?
Honestly. It just never stops. Yeah, the way you talk, Grumpus, you'd swear you had a dessert channel or something. And not a barbecue channel.
It's
Maybe
all
you
these
do.
late nights on YouTube.
All the snacks.
I heard that too, Dwayne. About somebody kissed their boyfriend and died from a peanut allergy. Boyfriend had been eating peanuts. I'm like, well, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
I already thought about that, and I didn't say it either.
Well, I'll say it. Boyfriends are overrated.
I'm telling Poppy his feelings will be hurt. You have an old friend who has a nut allergy.
That's right, Marcel. When I was a kid growing up, no, you didn't hear about
No one had
allergies and all that kind of stuff.
No.
I didn't hear about it.
No, my niece has got a peanut allergy, and it's just everywhere. Kids have got all, Never used to be that way. Never in mine when I was a kid. No one had any allergies. Maybe it was you sort of heard of hay fever and things like that, but not food allergies.
No, I don't have any food allergies.
I think it's all the processed food.
I'll tell you this. I didn't think I had any food allergies either until I made that soup with the dates in it and broke out in hives from my head to my toe. It was horrible. Ooh. It was a...
was it the dates or just cooked dates?
I don't know. I won't eat them again, though, because, ew. That was miserable, and they stayed around for like 3 days.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Really?
And-
Do you
I'm sorry.
do you eat much dried fruit?
I love dried pineapple.
But do you eat like sultanas, raisins? Do you eat that sort of thing a lot?
I eat raisins a lot.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And dates aren't that far off from raisins, I don't think. I don't know.
No, they're not.
I don't know. But those, and that's the first experience I ever had like that with that food. When I was a kid, my granny used to make a Christmas dish called a date roll. And it had marshmallows and dates and pecans, like a log almost. And she would slice it. And I would eat the whole thing and never have any problems. But they weren't cooked either.
I don't think I've ever had a cooked date.
That soup was delicious. It was so good. And until I woke up in the middle of the night and was covered in hives. So.
They use dates and things like that a lot in African food. Like, the Moroccans, like North African stuff, tagines and things. And they do it's like sweet and salty type things.
I love that. I love sweet and salty together. I think that's why I like pineapple on my pizza. Because it kind of has that sweet, salty thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Now he has to turn the volume down. We're killing it. I'm sorry.
I think he's 100% sugar-free, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Well, he has to be. Even bee stings can be bad for certain people. Oh, yeah. Now, I did have a friend when I was in school who was allergic to bees and wasps, those stinging insects. Oh, wait.
Prosciutto with melon.
With melon. I don't know how to say that. Is it prosciutto?
Prosciutto, yeah.
Prosciutto with melon is a good combination. I've never had that. I've had it with mozzarella cheese, and I love it. It's good.
You're talking like cantaloupe or watermelon?
Yeah. Cantaloupe.
I would think cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Delicious.
Because it's more substantial to,
The first slice is free, Grumpus.
Let me see what Tom said. Well, apparently. Okay, that was way down there. We would laugh at the kid who would swell up. Oh my God.
You used to be able to do that sort of thing, laugh at people's misfortune.
True. Can't laugh at them anymore.
Well, I still do.
You can.
I do.
Get in trouble.
Look.
I mean, I still can't watch somebody fall down a flight of stairs without busting out.
There was a kid at Walmart the other day, not behaving, driving his mama crazy, and his mom accidentally ran over his foot with the buggy and tripped him at the same time. So not only was his foot injured, but he hit the tile, on the floor. I started laughing so hard I almost peed my pants. Like, you little sucker, that's what you get.
Yes, that's.
Sometimes poetic justice happens like that. So.
It certainly does.
Prosciutto with basil, pesto. I don't know what that word is.
Dwayne is a bocconcini. It's like little mozzarella.
Oh, God. We call that brain cheese here.
Call it what?
In my house, we call it brain cheese.
Brain cheese?
Well, yes, because they sell it in a ball, and it has the little pearls that you can, peel them apart. And when it's in the package, it looks like a brain. So I call it brain cheese.
That's really, really strange, Charlotte.
It is strange. Well, I call Brussels sprouts eyeballs.
Yes,
and sweet potato French fries are French fried fingernails. Look, I had to do stuff like that to get my kids to eat it. So I'd make up all kinds of funny names for stuff. So, oh, this is good. I love these French fried fingernails. It worked. I'll never forget the first time that trick was used on me. I was a tiny little girl, and I've never cared for creamed corn. I just don't care for it. And of course it was on my dinner plate, and my dad told me that he put special sauce in it. I ate that stuff like it was the best stuff in the world. And I remember he got one over on me. He really did. But I'm not sure it ever worked again, because I still don't care for creamed corn.
That's not my favorite. My wife loves it, but it's not my favorite.
The only time I use creamed corn is in like a cornbread with jalapenos and bacon and stuff like that. That's the only time.
Yeah.
There was a politician who swallowed a bee. Well, if that's not poetic justice, I don't know what is. He won't remember. A cannibal was preparing brains for dinner. He put a lot of thought into his meal. Charlotte, where is the picture you used for this live from? It is from... let me check. I gotta look at it again. I actually got it off of Canva, but I know where that spot is. And I'm looking to see if it's Jones Park in Gulfport or if it's the marina at Bay St. Louis. It's one of the two. And can I just get one day where it works right? Just one. It's not working. Okay. I'm looking. Oh, for the love of Pete. I'm trying, James. My computer is antiquated and on its last leg, and I'm really, really struggling with it tonight.
Oh, I'm looking at it. It's like boats and things.
Yeah, there's two marinas. One is at Jones Park in Gulfport, and one is at the harbor in Bay St. Louis. It's one of those two places.
Did you take that picture?
No, I got it on Canva actually. Thank you guys. I feel like I'm at food a meeting. Well, I'll tell you what I had for lunch. I had some chicken, some deli chicken rolled up with some cream cheese spread in the middle of it and an onion, like a green onion, and I rolled it up and made little, I don't know what you call meat rolls out of it. And then I ate some carrots. And I know you can't have carrots, but it's a veggie, okay? It's healthy. And I chopped up some broccoli and I dipped it in sour cream. Because I love sour cream. And that's all I had for lunch. But I'm really a grazer at lunchtime. I don't like make lunch because I'm the only one here and I don't really have to. I just graze.
Pick away at things.
I'm sorry?
You just pick away at things.
Yeah.
It's a good way to eat because you sort of eat smaller amounts.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Terry. He said go to QVC and get me a computer. I should. I don't know, though. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to have to be something soon, though. A dream that you had. Well, maybe you were supposed to be in Mississippi all along. Thank you very much. It was. I enjoyed the pic. That's why, or the photo. That's why I picked it. Yeah.
And how's your health, Grumpus? How are you feeling?
I'm slowly getting back.
Yeah, you back to work?
I've been back to work for a couple of weeks,
Oh, you have to, haven't you? Yeah, you said
but
that.
I'm getting getting real tired of this.
Straight vodka.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Straight water.
Oh, water. Ooh. Ooh.
In fact,
Well,
I haven't had any caffeine in almost 4 weeks. No coffee, no Coca-Cola, nothing.
why?
Why?
I thought I would try it, see if I felt better.
Do you feel better?
No, I just want coffee and Coke.
That's what. Oh,
Well, how about
Well,
you
yeah,
go get
King,
some?
we have a Best Buy here.
I'm one of those guys that drank a whole thermos of coffee all day long, and I thought maybe it was making me feel bad. So I thought maybe I'd feel better if I laid off of it. I don't see any change. So.
Well, I
It was
ain't
one of them just
judge.
try it and see what happened.
Yeah. I drink 1 cup of coffee a day anymore. Now, once in a great while, if I go somewhere, like if me and Wesley go to dinner or we're out and about, sometimes we'll grab a cup of coffee at a restaurant somewhere. But at home, I just drink one. Now, Poppy can go through an entire pot, 2 or 3 of them. It doesn't matter. He drinks coffee nonstop. You're uploading a video about redecorating your covered deck. It's taken forever to upload. Yeah, I bet it is.
Friday night's usually a bad time to upload.
Yeah. I've got a video that I'm trying to edit. I get so irritated with editing on my phone because sometimes you get these little tiny clips that you want to pull out and it's too small to do anything with. And so what'll happen is you have to leave it there. It's the editing program too.
It's
I like the editing.
hard to zoom in.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Well, I'm still editing a video that I shot 2 months ago.
Oh my. Guys, can you take it for a few minutes? I have to run to the ladies' room.
Oh, I don't know. Gee, what are we going to talk about, Grumpus?
I don't know. We could talk about Charlotte.
Please.
She's not here.
Yeah, what do you want to say about it? Quick, say something.
No, I generally
she's
drink
not-
coffee all day long. And, the wife suggested maybe I wasn't drinking enough water. And I wasn't because I was just drinking coffee. So when the crud hit, I thought, well, a little water can't hurt me, so I would try that. But I think I'm going to make me a thermos next Monday and take it back to work.
I've heard that the whole thing with coffee and dehydration isn't really that big a deal. You're still getting you're still getting hydrated from it.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I think.
Not maybe as much as if you were just drinking water, but you're still getting, the water content in it.
Yeah.
That's what I say about alcohol. You still get the water content in the alcohol.
Well, it's made from grain and cereal. It's like breakfast, right?
It's good for you. just like a bowl of peanut butter ice cream, full of goodness, Charlotte, full of nutrients, full of all the good stuff.
Milk, eggs, peanut butter.
Yeah.
Darn right. You're drinking flavored water.
Flavored water.
I don't
Yep.
drink any soda hardly ever. If I drink 2 sodas a year, it's out of character. But I do every now and then, just every great now and then, like to drink a root beer. But it's very, very rare.
I don't really like root beer.
You don't?
No.
I didn't when I was young, but I'll tell you when I got turned on to root beer. When Poppy and I decided to eat low carb in the very beginning, and we were very, very religious about it. It was the only drink other than unsweet tea that I would drink. And it was the only diet drink that I could actually get past my nose. So that's why I started drinking the diet root beer. And then, of course, we kind of fell off the low carb wagon. Not completely, but just didn't follow it as closely as we should have. And then I started drinking regular root beer. It's actually kind of too sweet for me. But because
I've
I
had
mean,
a couple of root beers and some 7-Up. That's all caffeine free.
yeah, it is.
But you can't beat a root beer float.
No, you
Yeah.
can't. No, that's
Peanut butter
delicious.
in it.
Homemade vanilla.
Here he goes again. The first sip's free.
Oh, root beer float. Good Lord, you done flung a craving on me.
Lucky I
Scotch.
don't like root beer.
Scotch is like a good disinfectant for your innards, right?
Yes, it is. From what I understand.
Of course it is.
Emery loves root beer.
Yes. Alcohol
Rum.
is good.
No, not rum.
You need to
Good
get
God.
back on the booze, Grumpus.
So what?
You need to get back on the booze, on the alcohol.
Indeed.
Yeah, I do. As soon as I get
Well,
done, as soon as I get
time's
done with this
wasted.
bottle of meds, I'll get back to my old form.
No, don't wait. Don't wait. I always thought, like painkillers and stuff, they should have little, on the, they have serving suggestions, when you buy. They should have a bottle of scotch on the the drug boxes. So, have it with this. It works quick. It works quicker.
Yeah.
It does, because the alcohol increases your heart rate. And so if you have the painkillers with the alcohol, it goes through your system quicker. I know this for a fact. I have tried it on many occasions.
Done a lot of research, huh?
And it does work. I've compared. I've been sober, which is rare, and tried them, and they take forever. But then when you have them with the alcohol, but then I'm thinking, well, maybe it's the alcohol that's killing the pain anyway. So
Right.
Probably.
Right. Wasted all that good money on medicine.
Well,
yeah, the lines
tell
get
you
blurred.
my son, he gets migraine headaches. And if he takes his migraine medicine with anything with caffeine, like Coke, coffee, any of that, it works faster.
Really?
And yeah, the caffeine. Well, there's medication that has caffeine added to it so that it'll work faster. One of them's called Puracet.
I wonder what.
What's Poppy up to tonight? Poppy is unconscious. Don't tell anybody, but I knocked him in the head with front. No, I'm teasing.
That's why there's no pans hanging behind you.
Right. See, they're missing. He's really tired, and he's
I'm
been
sorry,
working
Tom.
6 days a week, and he's got a project that he needs to finish up at work, and he's just really working hard.
Well, James is asking why it takes so long to edit videos. Because
James.
I'm so extremely slow.
Mm.
Well, this one particular video I'm talking about, I had over 2 hours of footage, and I'm trying to whittle it down to around 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's been proved to be pretty difficult.
I don't know how many minutes of footage I had today. It wasn't much. I mean, it was maybe 7 minutes, and I'm trying to whittle it down to about 3 or 4.
Only 7 minutes.
Yeah. I really like those 3, 4, 5 minute videos.
No, but not so do I. But normally I've got hours of
It takes me forever.
Hours of.
Oh, y'all, I'm quick when I do a video. It's like bam, bada, bam, bada, bam, bada, bam. I just wing it till it's done.
And then the editing.
And I edit. Look, I cut out a bunch. I really do.
And I
I
normally
have
like
one
to edit.
video, and I really need some help doing it. I don't know anybody.
I
Well,
like
I'll
the whole
try
edit.
help.
I like the whole edit process. This was just been a booger to do.
Right. This video that I made, I think you'll like it in particular, Patrick, because it's about a tree. And I don't know why I think you'll like it in particular, but there's a tree downtown called the Friendship Oak. And it is very, very dear to this community that I live in. And this oak tree is enormous. It's probably as big as my house. It's enormous. Wow. The branches, they go out of the tree and they go down and they lay on the ground and they come back up and they go. It's just enormous. And I don't even think that in my video that I was able to capture the enormity of the tree, but I tried. But the thing is, I did that video right after I rode the bicycle and made that video.
Oh, did you?
I was going to connect them together and just have it a long video, and then I changed my mind. And I probably should have, because the beginning, what I need to do is cut a piece out of the middle, put it in the beginning, kind of in a slow motion thing, and then get on with the video. That's what I'll do.
So you've sorted it out.
I have. But now I don't want to use the music in the app, and I need to use either YouTube music or something else that's copyright free. I don't know how to put music on a video from the YouTube studio editing program.
Well, all I do is download it. If you're using the YouTube Studio, I just download it to my. If you're using your desktop computer, I download it to my computer, and then I send it. I upload it to my email. Send an email to myself.
There you go.
And then if you've got email on your phone, if that's what you're editing on, you can download it from there.
Which editing program do you use on your phone?
iMovie. Which you don't have because you've got an Android, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
iMovie.
I don't think I could edit on a phone.
It's really.
It may be easy, but it'd be hard for me to watch a screen that small. And like you said earlier, Charlotte, trying to get the detailed cuts and stuff like that, I think that'd just be very frustrating for me.
If you're not used to it, it would be. But it's all I've ever known. It's all I've ever done.
Right. It's the only thing I've ever been able to use because of my janky computer.
So is that possible that you could do that then, Charlotte?
I think so, because I was talking to Scully the other day about the same issue. And he said that when you download something, it will download directly into KineMaster. I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know KineMaster, but it might. You should try it.
I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to message him later, probably tomorrow, and ask him how to get that to do that.
That won't. See, iMovie won't do that. So I just download it from my phone into my files on my phone.
Right.
And then I can then choose an audio track through iMovie, and as long as it's on my phone, I can find it and just click on it.
Right. That makes sense.
Good on you, Tom. That's the way to do it, Tom.
Tom got the right
those
idea.
loafers happening. Right, jogging is overrated.
And I wish Poppy would buy a pair of loafers. Well, he doesn't care for loafers. He likes the deck shoes that you wear, like Sperry's. that you wear on boats and stuff. He really likes those. But he won't wear the kind that you just slip your foot in. He wants the kind that ties. He will not wear any kind of just slip-on shoe. I'm like, you don't know what you're missing. You don't have to be. And with him having this arthritic condition that he has, you should see him. Sometimes it's nearly impossible for him to lace up his boots or lace up because he has to bend over, and it hurts him. And I told him, I said, you really need to start wearing some shoes without laces. Get a pair of loafers. Get a pair of Vans that you just slip your foot into it. Get some Crocs.
Crocs or socks. There you go.
Why don't you buy him a pair?
I have. And they sat in the closet till they dry rotted.
Silly Poppy.
The best free user-friendly editing app to use.
James, do you have a PC?
iMovie.
KineMaster's super easy.
iMovie.
James, do
what
you
kind
have
of
a
phone
PC?
do you have? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. We're asking too many questions at once.
I just want to know if he's using a PC or his phone.
Right, me too.
Yes,
Get
we
the
need to know these things.
bed. Tom, that's hilarious.
Good night, Tom. I've got a few videos to
Good
catch
night,
up
Tom.
on yours.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Been fun, Tom.
Yeah, it has.
Take it easy.
Hit that like button on the way out.
And if you hit that fridge, don't hurt your hand.
Yeah, please don't hurt your hand.
Look, I had an ex who, instead of hitting me, hit the fridge and broke his hand.
All right, Charlotte,
See,
he's
I'm
using
laughing.
an Android.
He has an Android.
He's using Android. So what software do you use?
I use KineMaster, KineMaster.
That's a free one, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah, that's a
it
pretty
is,
popular
but
one.
it has a watermark on it. If you don't, it's not very expensive. It's like, I think it's $10.99. I think a month. It might be $4.99 a month, but I think it's $10.99. One of the things I use is $4.99 and one is $10.99. I can't remember.
Just run a search on free editing for Android.
But I'll be honest,
Get a dozen.
I
pop
am a
up.
technological dummy. Ask anybody here, they'll tell you. And that was the easiest editing program for me to navigate when I first started YouTube. And I knew nothing. I mean nothing. Less than nothing. So, shoot, I was so overweight I didn't know I had feet. Well, you're not now, Tom. Good night, my dear. Give our best to Marie. I really like his channel.
Tom's great. I like his sense of humour.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But he does do some, like, even the trick he does with thickening things with avocado.
Yes.
I
Isn't
never
that genius?
would have thought of it. Never would have thought
Me
of that.
either. But boy, that's a genius thing to do.
That's great, yeah. And look at his food. I mean, why would you wouldn't miss the carbs.
Right.
I mean, there's some of the great stuff he cooks. But I
Right.
mean, he's a chef. He's a trained chef, so
Well, and that's the thing,
he
with
knows.
his training and his ability, he knows things that normal home cooks like me just really don't have that kind of knowledge. So I really enjoy watching his videos because it really inspires me to do better.
Well, knowing what you can sub for different things makes it
A
nice when
huge
you don't
difference.
you're in the middle of something and you're out of one thing,
Right.
and having a knowledge of knowing what you can use in place of it is invaluable.
very invaluable. You are absolutely correct. See, I was making some Thai barbecue chicken. Yes, that's what they called it. But anyhow, it called for that pepper powder. I can't say it properly. Gochujang or something. It's a red. It's just chili powder.
Okay.
But instead, I didn't have any, so I ended up buying some Thai chili sauce, and I used that instead. Man, that stuff was good. It was really good.
Nice.
Well, you made the marinade, and I figured it would go in the marinade just as good as the powder would. And I just dumped about a quarter of a cup in there. Boy, it was good. Couldn't believe it. And you know what's funny is I can't find the recipe. So now every time I make it, I just wing it. Did you guys know that fried zucchini tastes like fried eggplant? No, I did not know that. Did not.
It's good fried. I think I've had it fried zucchini.
It's
good.
Well, I'll tell you how I fry zucchini. I fry it like a teenager. I slice it really, really thin, and I coat it with either flour or cornstarch, and I deep fry it and make like little potato chips out of it.
Ah, nice.
It's yummy. It's yummy.
Nice. Very nice.
Charlotte, have you done any fermented peppers or anything like that?
I have not.
I've been really getting the itch to try that.
I tried fermenting onions, remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that didn't work out real well.
Well, you can find. I've got just a ton of Tabasco peppers on my plants out back, and I've got some serranos that are coming along, and some other real long. I mean, they're this long that have turned red, and I'm sure they're pretty hot.
Nice.
But I've, you can find all kinds of recipes online for, scorching stuff blow the top of your head off. And I'm trying to find something a little bit more tame.
Yeah.
So maybe the wife could tolerate it. So I've been thinking about maybe using poblanos.
Oh,
Use
okay.
poblanos and maybe drop a couple whole Tabascos in there. Don't cut them open, just drop a couple of whole Tabascos in there and see how that'll go.
Right.
But I've not talked to anybody that's done any of the fermenting yet. It looks pretty easy.
It does look easy. I don't know what I did wrong, to be honest with you, because it was easy. But it just didn't work out for me.
Put it all
And that's
together
not
and
to
let it
say
sit
I
for
won't
6
try it
weeks.
again. But
Well, I planted all these peppers. I need to do something with them.
well, I'm getting an abundance of them as well right now. I've got poblanos and I've got Anaheims. I've got more Tabascos. I'm sorry.
But when you say fermenting them, you mean pickling them, right?
Well, you put
Well,
them in
it
a
does
brine.
pickle them. But
Yeah, so no, you're pickling them, not.
Yeah, you're
Fermenting
putting
them.
them in a salt brine
Yeah.
and letting them ferment on a counter or something for 4 to 6 weeks.
right. Sorry.
And
yeah,
then you
won't
can
make
grind
stock.
them. Then you can grind them up or juice them or whatever you want to after that's over.
Right.
Okay, so you do mean fermenting,
Yeah.
not pickling. Would you not pickle some as well then?
I
I
thought
think
about
I would
it's pretty
rather
much the same
pickle.
thing. Pretty much the same thing, isn't it?
Well,
Pretty much.
no, because the
Sort of.
pickling won't. The pickling
Pickling's
will
more like
preserve
canning, isn't it?
preserving them. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, see, once your
so they'll last a long time.
once your ferment is done, then you come in and process it the way you want it, and you add enough vinegar to keep it
okay.
from going bad.
Ah,
You bring your acidity up to where it has a shelf life.
yeah. How much do you think you've got?
Oh, I might have enough to put I don't know, what's like a spaghetti sauce jar? What is that? Maybe 20 ounces, something like that.
Yeah.
I've probably got enough to do 1 or 2 of those.
Oh, wow.
And you can
That's okay.
buy the lids that vent, pretty cheap on Amazon.
Oh yeah, they're like $10 a
Yeah.
jar, or well, the lids you can get a few of them for that price, I believe. Well, you could. I don't know now that inflation's hit.
Well, they got some. They got some that vent because the fermenting will build up so much pressure it'll break your jar. So you've
Yeah,
got to
that's-
have some sort of a vent on them.
Mhm.
But
Mm,
been getting the urge to try that.
you should.
See now, James, that's what I do. I dehydrate my peppers and make powder out of them, especially the hot ones. That way I can just take a little pinch and flavor my food with it. Because, well, I'm not real spicy stuff sets my face on fire.
I see my wife can't tolerate much heat at all,
Either.
so I've got to find a middle ground between the two of us. I mean, I don't like stuff so hot it's painful,
Right.
but I can handle a little bit of heat.
Right. Those Tabascos that I had last year that I made powder, it was so hot I couldn't stand it. I'm serious. Those Tabascos were evil little bastards. I am not playing. And I actually bought, well, I guess I don't have any up here. It looked like a pimento, but its name gave it away. I should have known. It was called a time bomb. But it looked like a pimento. And it said it only had like 2,500 Scoville units. And I thought,
Yeah,
well, that's
it's not
not
that bad.
spicy. My God. Worst mistake I ever made was taking a bite out of it expecting pimento. God, it was horrible. Horrible. So now what we're doing with them is I'm picking them off every time they look ripe and putting them aside. And Wesley has a friend at work that absolutely loves them. So they get to go to work with Poppy.
Yeah, some people are addicted to the heat, aren't they? They just.
I
They
don't
like that endorphin rush. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but it's not for me. I mean, I like spicy too, but no, only to a certain
No,
point.
it's got to taste good.
Once it
just
gets
tastes-
painful, that's it.
If it just tastes like biting on a needle, I don't need it.
Well, that's how I feel about those Tabascos. I don't think it has any flavor. It's just hot.
Just heat. Yeah.
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 I'm looking forward to the Anaheims. They're not real spicy, are they, Grumpus?
Anaheims? I don't think they're as hot as a jalapeno, I don't think.
Okay.
If I remember right. They're right there
and
close
Poblanos,
together.
are those real spicy?
Poblanos,
I think so.
no, they're not bad at all. I mean, I've had poblanos before that tasted like a bell pepper.
Isn't the
Yeah.
isn't
And
that the kind of
I've
pepper
had
they
some
use?
that just light your ass up. So it's kind of hit and miss with
Oh,
poblanos.
I see. Isn't that the kind of pepper they use to make chile rellenos?
They stuff them because they're a big pepper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they use poblanos, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't get them here. I don't grow them.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Mm,
I'll
yeah, 'cause
send you
I
a
wanted
pack
to try.
of seeds.
Yeah, well, where do I plant them?
You can get a little grow light and a pot.
5-gallon
house.
bucket out on the patio.
You
I don't have a patio.
patio.
I got nothing, Grumpus. Nothing. That's
I think
terrible.
we need to GoFundMe for a condo for him that has a patio, a balcony.
Yes.
Get him a balcony.
A condo.
A
I've always wanted to
condo.
say I live in a condo.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I've been buying you can buy the jalapenos here, the fresh ones in the supermarket. I bought some because I like cooking with them, but lately they've been absolutely nothing, no heat, not even any flavour, but there's definitely no heat in them at all.
They must be picking them too early.
So I don't know why, because wherever they're getting them from or something. But now I buy the ones in the jars, the pickled ones, because
Oh,
at least
yeah.
they've got some heat to them. But it was weird. The first time I tried it, like, where is it? There's no taste to them at all, these jalapenos. A rip-off, because they're not cheap
Poppy
either.
likes the ones in the jar, the pickled ones.
Yeah. Well, I like the heat, that sort of level heat, jalapeno heats. I love, because it's got
Yeah.
a great flavour to it,
Yes.
And I could maybe go a bit hotter than that, but once it gets beyond that, it's like, ugh. All I can taste I can't taste anything.
The green.
It's all
Yeah,
heat.
you get anything
It's like,
past a Serrano for me, it's usually too hot.
Yeah, me too. Now, I've
You
used
see-
Serrano in cooking before, and what I do is I take the seeds and the membrane out and just use it in my little chopper thing and mince it pretty fine, and that's not too hot for me. But I have to take out all that other stuff. I guess the heat is in the membrane, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've heard that. I've also heard it's in the seeds, and I've also heard it doesn't make a difference.
Really?
So, there you
Okay.
go.
I don't know. I don't know. You can try some. Wait a minute. You can also dry some of the extra peppers. That's one of my favorite ways to use peppers, unless I'm using them fresh. Homemade sauerkraut is a great example of fermentation. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I've made mine sauerkraut. It's so easy. It's just salt.
And kimchi. Kimchi is fermented.
Well, it's the same. This here's the same process, only you use peppers.
Yeah.
My grandma used to
Yep.
make sauerkraut all the time.
And you can make you can make regular dill like pickles out of fermenting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh dang, can't do anything. Give me a second, guys. I gotta get this back where it was.
And, of course, there's the golden
Y'all, I'm
rule.
getting my haircut next Saturday. I'm sorry. Pat.
Really? How short?
I don't know yet.
They better not slip with the scissors. They could chop the whole lot off.
I wish I could. In fact, the
Well,
reason I decided to go ahead and get my haircut is I was about to do the TikTok haircut. What you do is you put all your hair in a ponytail on top of your head, and you get it as long as you want it and just start cutting. And I was going to do it, and I'm like, nah, don't do it, Charlotte. Don't do it. Don't do it. But, yeah, I'm going. I really like to put my hair up out of my face. And so it's probably not going to be any shorter than my shoulders. But I got to get this mess off. It is driving me crazy.
Mm.
It hurts to brush it. It's tangly all the time, and it's ugh. I don't know. When I was a kid, I really never had long hair. When I was a young adult. In fact, I had really, really short for a long time.
It's hard to imagine you with short hair.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
cute back in the day when I was 20 pounds lighter, and
Well, that's
I
not
was-
so hard to imagine.
I was I was a good looking woman back then.
You were Poppy, yeah, Wesley was just, he knew.
He knew.
Yeah, he knew. Hey?
I'm so sorry. My dad used to tell me when I was a kid, Charlotte, go to
Yeah.
college and get a skill, because cute don't last forever. Man was great.
I heard some woman here last week. I was on, I forget what channel it was, but her husband was like 20 years older than her. Her boyfriend was like 20 years older than her. She was 30, and they broke up after like 9 years. And she said, my advice to all you young girls, said, forget the sugar daddy, get somebody with good health care.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
They're the things that
What I
matter.
like to do with hot peppers is take the seeds out, chop them up, and cover with vinegar, and then use them for about 6 months to a year later. that takes most of the heat away and leaves an incredible flavor behind. Okay. Dang, that's a good idea. I'm going to try that.
Now, do you put that in the
live closer to
refrigerator or
the
you just leave it
equator.
on the counter somewhere?
Dwayne, that don't make no sense. I'm sorry. Because if you live at the equator, you're going to sweat. It don't matter if you eat spicy stuff or not, because it's hot there. I don't understand. Because, I mean, that's the body's mechanism for cooling yourself off.
That's true. That is true.
But you're going to sweat the equator. It's hot.
But the sweating that's the process of your body cooling itself.
Yeah. You could try a community garden if you have access to one. Ooh.
Nope. No community garden. Nothing.
That's unfortunate.
I've got nothing. Don't you feel sorry for me? Nothing.
No.
You got a bottle store just around the corner.
All I've got
Right?
is this.
And he's got a big old jug
Peanut
of peanut
butter.
butter sitting there in his lap. My grandmother also made great homemade pickles. Used to drink the pickle juice out of the jar. Hey, they say that works for cramps. Like if you wake up with leg cramps or something.
Professional footballers here, that's what they drink is the pickle
Yeah,
juice.
sports people do that. They drink the pickle juice. Dwayne said, I know it's, he said, but I heard about the people eating the hot peppers for that reason. Okay, if they think it works. Yeah.
Would any of you guys follow Stephen and Jacqueline?
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Stephen and Jacqueline, he's down in Trinidad.
absolutely.
And he
Stephen.
puts a lot of hot peppers in his stuff.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
He's not too far from the equator, is he, at Trinidad?
Not too far. Not too far. Closer than I am, that's for sure.
Just what I
I
thought.
think
Everyone knew
that's
Stephen. You got to check out his channel, Charlotte.
I will.
Yeah, him and his daughter.
He's the night. I mean, Stephen is just.
He's the moderator's moderator. He's everywhere.
But he is
everywhere.
The nicest guy. I mean, he's just.
It's a wonder I haven't run into him.
Everyone loves him.
I challenge anybody to try to beat him on looking up a link.
Exactly. He's a genius. And he knows everyone.
He'll have
He
it looked
knows
up
everyone.
and posted before you're done talking about it.
That's funny.
You'll go to
Yes.
any chat room and he's going to be there and he'll know everyone in the room.
Yeah.
He knows them by name, even if it's not the channel. He's just amazing. He's just such a great, and he's got such a lovely demeanour about him. He's a top fella.
Yeah, I sent him a little package here a few years back. It took, I think it took 4 months for him to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is down by South America, isn't it?
Isn't it over towards the Virgin Islands or something like that?
You know what? You might be right. You might be right.
I'd have to look it up. I can't tell you off the top of my head.
I can't either, and my computer's crap the bed.
Yes, he's a mod on my channel. He's a mod on everyone's channel.
I like those Goya seasoning packs. Those are good. The saison, which just means seasoning, but yeah, those are. In fact, I used one of those in that soup that Marcel made. The fideo, sopa de fideo.
Mm.
It was delicious. And you know what? One of those little 7-ounce packages of pasta made enough food for all 4 of us to eat some of it and be full. I was blown away. Well,
you were right, Charlotte. Trinidad's right off of Venezuela.
Oh, is it? Okay. Down there by Guyana.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter has a friend in Canada, and they talk on the phone all the time on some app. I don't know what app. But anyhow, she was telling me the other day that something was Guyanese or something. And I said, what do you know about Guyana? She says, oh, my friend Jared is from, that's where his family's from, Guyana. And I said, really? And he was on the phone with her at the time. I said, that's that place where Jim Jones and all of his cult followers drank the Kool-Aid and died. It was mass suicide. And the guy was on the speakerphone. He goes, what? I said, how old are you, young man? And I think he said he was like 20. I said, well, you're not old enough to remember it, but that happened back in the 70s. I said, that's where the expression drink the Kool-Aid comes from, is this cult leader convinced all these people it was a good idea to drink Kool-Aid laced with cyanide, and they all died. They all killed over and died. There were like 900 of them. He starts Googling it, and he goes, oh my God, I can't believe this. I've never heard of this before. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, I wonder if his family members were survivors. Maybe they escaped. Who knows?
Mm.
But I thought it was very interesting.
I think that's where actor Sidney Poitier is from. I think he's from Guyana.
I didn't know that.
I think I'm right about that.
I think that is the only English-speaking country down there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where he was from.
Well, it used to be a British colony.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
It did, yeah.
I know stuff.
You do.
Charlotte knows things.
Yeah, yeah. You even know where Tasmania is.
I know it, and I also know where New Zealand is now.
You know lots of things. Lots and lots of things.
Hey, I know this hemisphere, not that one.
Oh, that's more than most people would know.
Indeed. I
Yes.
saw a movie based on that on TV. I never did see the movie. Oh gosh, Marcel, I'm so surprised. Wait a minute. I thought that was, wait a minute. It was Marcel. She said she read about that story and couldn't sleep for days. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it on the news when you were young. Actually, you're a little younger than me.
Yeah, it may have
Well, it
been
happened
a
in
little before her
78.
time.
Yeah. Oh man, Marcel, that stuff was so stinking good, that Fideo. I loved it. And you're right, it is the ultimate. Do you know I paid like 42 cents a bag for that pasta? And that was expensive. That's after inflation blew everything up. I don't know how much it was before that, but I paid 42 cents a bag. I bought 10 bags of it. I still have about 7 of them in there. It was an interesting.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, it's creepy. I'll tell you what's creepy about it, Dwayne. What's creepy is that one individual can have that much influence over 900 people. I can't wrap my head around that.
I don't know how he did it.
I don't either.
I can't convince my wife to turn on the dishwasher.
I can't convince my kids. Never mind. I understand. Maybe I should use some brainwashing technique.
Yeah, maybe she needs a little Kool-Aid.
Right?
Is it because is it a difficult dishwasher to work? She doesn't know what button to push, or
I would think she would know how to turn it on. But I'm sure she's not. This is not the only household, but she'll put dirty dishes in the sink, and the dishwasher's like an arm's length away.
right.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh, yeah. Oh Lord, no. Malt vinegar on French fries. Dear God, that stuff is good.
Oh, absolutely.
See, I do the same thing when I eat it. I inhale it and it's like, oh, it's so good.
Mm. Oh, yes.
I
Vinegar,
love malt vinegar on
salt and vinegar.
fries.
Oh, yeah.
Especially big old fat steak fries. Oh my God, it's so good.
Mm.
Now, see, I done flung a craving on myself over that too. I'm gonna have to make some this weekend. Oh, okay, you would have been 7. Parents wouldn't have told you about. Yeah. Well, see, I remember seeing it on the news, and I'm serious. There was footage of dead bodies everywhere. It was creepy and gross and really scary. I was 12 or so, 78, 12 or 13. Yeah. So it was kind of shocking as an impressionable young adolescent. Yeah, David Koresh was a similar, sort of similar situation.
That's not that long ago.
No, that was, what, early 90s?
Then there was good old Charlie.
Thinking.
Good old Charlie Manson was another one.
Yeah, I remember that, but that was a little different. They just went around and killed people for him.
True.
Yeah. They didn't kill themselves. Or, I shouldn't be saying that on. Look, I don't like having to censor myself for YouTube, y'all. I mean, it's not like I cuss like a sailor, but they don't care about the cussing. You know what they care about? They care about if you're talking about socially sensitive subjects.
The perverted shit?
Yeah. Or, I mean, anything like suicide. Or like pornography. See, I'm going to get demonetized because I said that. But guess what, YouTube? This video ain't monetized. I had a step relative who was in a newspaper article. People joke with him and like, oh, shut up! That's not cool. That is not cool. There you go. Waco, Texas affair with David Koresh was also bad. Yeah, definitely bad. And that, to me, see, that was FBI induced. That wasn't just David Koresh being a cult leader and possibly abusing children. That's another socially sensitive subject you can't talk about. The FBI caused a lot of that. It didn't have to go down the way it did. Let's put it that way. I visited the site. Oh, wow. 6 months after it happened. Oh, God, that's terrible. Marcel, she saw burned tricycles and baby toys at the site. Oh, my God. See, that's what I'm talking about. The FBI didn't have to do that. Did not have to do that.
Well, if I remember right, didn't they start the fire? I mean, it wasn't the FBI that started the fire.
No, it was the Koresh clan that started the fire, the Davidians.
I thought so.
Yeah, they started the fire. The FBI just basically tortured them with psyops and loud music all night long, bright lights all night long, trying to flush them out. Well, they didn't want to come out. And honestly, I'm not sure of the validity of all of the complaints. I don't know. Neither does the FBI. All right, I'm off that soapbox. I just feel like the FBI and the government in general oversteps at any opportunity. And I believe they did that with this situation. Could have been handled completely different. He just didn't want anybody on his property. And I'm not sure that they had any, I'm not sure why they didn't just storm it instead of what they did. I know he was armed, but so are other people armed. And they go in guns a-blazing.
Well, I think he was trying to get him out before he could do anything to the kids.
Well, probably.
So I don't know.
And they might have been suspicious that it was going to turn into a Jim Jones kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's so far back, I don't remember all the details. But
and see, I don't either. That's why
I don't know what they could have done
up.
different other than just keep waiting.
It would have worked eventually. You can't do that kind of operation with what they were doing to torture them, to flush them out. You can't. That can only go on for so long before people start losing it. And that's probably what happened. Honestly. Similar thing in Montana. Also in Quebec. I don't know anything about that. Montana's a foreign country here.
Yeah. I mean, there's nuts everywhere.
Yeah, there are.
Yes.
There are.
Yes, there are.
Especially in his jar of peanut butter. Darn right. I'll be right back,
Nuts.
guys.
Absolutely
I got
nuts.
ice cream.
Did you see that email I sent you, Grumpus?
Just now?
No, I sent it probably a week ago.
Didn't I answer that one?
I don't know. I don't think so. It was the one with Steve Harvey, the comedian, the black guy.
Seriously?
Oh yes, I did see that. That was funny.
You like that?
That was really,
Hilarious,
really
right?
funny.
The gas goes out the back of the car.
I like that.
Yeah, hilarious. He's great. There's a few more like that where you just go, yes, get a job. Very therapeutic when you hear people say that sort of thing because you just think, yeah, he's speaking for me.
Well,
Thank you very much.
People that see things the way I do, I could watch them all day.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there isn't enough of it. There's too much of the other stuff.
Yeah, there really is.
But I'll tell you what, the silent majority are out there. And,
Silent majority's fixing to wake up.
Absolutely. No, that was a great clip. That was a classic. I thought, oh, you've got to see this one. Uh-oh. What are we doing? Oh, what are you doing there, Charlotte?
I'm just trying to fix my
I thought she was reaching out to choke me or something.
I thought you were opening a can of beer or something.
Oh, no. I'm about to open this thing of hummus.
I love hummus.
Roasted red pepper hummus.
Yummo.
And carrot.
You'd like hummus, wouldn't you, Grumpus? You like hummus?
I can take it or leave it.
Oh, I love this stuff.
We'll have
Good
it
on ice cream.
My wife really likes it, so we'll have it occasionally. I'd rather sit down with a can of bean dip.
I like bean dip too. A lot. But I like any kind of beans anyway. Just about any kind.
So
Now, one thing I'm not
any...
too crazy about is split pea soup.
I'll say I like that.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't mind that. I'll eat that.
With a little ham.
I like ham.
Puppy
Oh, yeah.
does too.
Me and ham soup. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all got anything good cooking this weekend?
Well, I don't need to answer that, do I? Obviously not.
Do you have any cooks planned?
Yeah, you can rephrase that. Yeah,
Good or
I'm
not?
halfway. I'm halfway through one of mine.
I was thinking about doing a frittata with sausage, sweet
On the
potatoes,
Blackstone?
spinach. Do what?
Do it on the Do it on the Blackstone.
I'm gonna do a frittata on the Blackstone.
Oh, come on. Someone's got to do it sooner or later. Do something on the Blackstone, Charlotte.
I could change it to a scramble and do it on the Blackstone.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
And what my daughter does with it, she takes all those ingredients, sausage, sweet potatoes, eggs, and spinach. And she scrambles it all up. And then she puts it in a tortilla with sriracha. She says it's delicious.
It does sound good.
James said, Charlotte, you have really good lives and good videos. Oh, thank you. I would like to take the time to thank all of you guys for allowing me to be myself and not acting the lies told about. This means a lot to me.
What
Well-
lies might they be? What lies?
Look, I don't know what you're talking about for one thing, but I don't believe anything anybody tells me about other people. You know, we grown folks in here. And you're welcome anytime.
It seems all right to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you all for thinking for yourself. There's still bless your heart.
No, ain't no Kool-Aid
James, I'm
drinkers
sorry
on
you've
this
had
channel.
a hard time. Sounds like somebody's trying to do you in. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, this is a safe place for just about anybody who wants to come in here. Now, if you're gonna act a fool, it ain't safe. But James, you ain't acted a fool in here. And people who come in here don't act a fool. They can stay as long as they want to. What? All right, so we do act a fool a little bit.
Yeah, we act a fool, but we all act the same fool.
Right. Right.
There's nothing wrong with, the collective foolishness.
Right.
It's all good.
But you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, I think we're all
I
adults,
don't
aren't
like-
we? We just be ourselves.
I don't like any kind of racist nastiness. I don't like that. And I don't like people coming in here making trouble for other folks.
No.
I don't like that.
Like
Somebody
when they
come in here and start messing with my chat people, I'm gonna have a come undone.
Exactly. Like when they get on here and they taunt you with ice
With
cream.
peanut butter.
Peanut butter! And you microwave the peanut butter, he says. Oh, God, I couldn't believe how good it was. The humble jar.
Everybody
nothing.
has their
Just
weaknesses, Patrick.
Put the peanut butter in the microwave, and
It's
that's
been
We
there
know
all
what
these
yours
years.
is.
all those years it sat there. I've thrown away jars of it.
Thank you, Jane.
It's old.
Thank
you know?
you. And we're gonna be real people till we take our last breath, probably. I know I am. God help me.
Possibly. Yeah.
I get myself in so much trouble being such a real person.
Oh well, what are you gonna do, eh?
Preaching to the choir.
You too, huh, girl?
Oh yeah. I've gotten used to it. I've heard it all my whole life.
Right? Me too. Me too. Oh my God.
No.
Y'all, this chicken is so good. This is lunch meat chicken. But it feels like roasted chicken sliced really thin. Like it's real chicken, not some kind of processed stuff.
Is it from the deli?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
good
garlic
chance it's
chicken.
real chicken then.
It is good.
Mm.
So good. And it's got a lot of flavor. And he
Probably
said that's the kind of people that he enjoys being around. He likes them and enjoys being good. Good. Well, maybe you found yourself a place to light every Friday night.
There you go, James. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, welcome.
Yep.
It's a good little club. Marcel's been a bit sort of elusive tonight, though. She hasn't.
Yeah,
tapped
she
in.
has. But Marcel, you know what? I read half of your comment about your overnight guests. Did they not show up? I can't go back that far. Shoot. I think I got sidetracked onto something else, which is how normal is that, y'all? Don't answer that. Oh, Marcel. Marcel. I brought this out here to show it to you because I figured you'd be here tonight.
Ooh,
Almost finished.
That does look awesome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That'll fit me quite nicely, Charlotte. Thank you so much.
I made it just for you, Patrick.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. We could turn
You're
this
gonna make
into
one-
a... Oh, they
You're
were
gonna make
there,
one-
but they left. Okay.
Are you going to make one for Grumpus, Charlotte?
I just might. Thank you, Marcel. I'll be glad when it's over and finished. My hands are getting tired of doing this same stitch. It's time to start something different. I've got a short attention span, so working on the same thing for a week is difficult for me.
Yeah, that'll be good
actually-
for these. That'd be good for these 4 days of winter we get.
I know, right? It's actually a very lightweight yarn. The colors are very fall, but it's really a lightweight shawl, and it'll work for just about anything, really. James said he wants one. All white.
Got to get in line, James. You got to get in line.
James, you live so high up in elevation. You're going to need one made out of rabbit fur or something. Jeez.
Where does
would
James
never
live?
be warm.
Where does he live? Where do you live, James? Where does he live?
James, what state do you live in? All I know is a high desert. I think that's somewhere around Washington State-ish.
Oh, okay. Up there,
Maybe-
yeah.
Somewhere in that area. James, help us
Tasmania.
out.
That's near Tasmania, isn't it?
No, New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course it is.
Look. New Mexico. I'm sorry.
That was sort of
Quite
close,
away
but
from Washington State, but still. It is a desert there. Yeah.
yeah, New
I don't even
Mexico.
know my own dang United States geography, but I know where Trinidad and Tobago are.
Yeah, that's right.
The desert in North America actually starts in British Columbia. Thank you, Dwayne. Wow. That's big.
Mm.
Big. God, this stuff is good, y'all. Maybe I'm just really hungry, you think?
You could be. You could be.
Well, I didn't eat any dinner, so that's probably it.
You like either of you like curries?
I've never had a whole lot of experience with a curry.
I get in my moods once in a while. I don't eat a lot of it, but I do enjoy it whenever I have that urge.
Mm.
Okay, James.
My wife
That makes sense.
works for a company that is owned and run by Indians.
Yeah.
India
Oh, yeah.
Indians. So
On the
they
reservation?
No, this is from India.
No, from
Oh,
India.
oh, oh.
Next
So
to New Zealand.
they
Next
bring
to New
in
Zealand.
they bring in a lot of lunches and stuff with a lot of curries and things like that. And she's not a huge fan, but she eats it to be polite.
Mhm.
So anytime I bring it up, she really don't care. She gets enough of it at work where she really doesn't want to go out and have any. So I haven't had any in a long time.
Mm.
Oh, Terry, that sounds good too.
Little Smokies.
My stepmother puts little Smokies in a crock pot with a small jar of cheap yellow mustard and a medium-sized jar of grape jelly and lets it marinate all day. Those things are stinking delicious.
Mm.
What a
Really, really
combo.
good. And I hate cheap yellow mustard. But that is good. They have different spice levels, so they can be very tame too. Okay, okay. So I'm just not super familiar with curry at all.
Well, you need
Maybe
to
I
do a
should go to
curry.
an Indian place this weekend.
Do a curry video, Charlotte.
Well, I don't know how.
Was that? Were you speaking in Swahili or something? Were you?
You darn right I am. See, there I know things.
Couldn't understand you for a minute. You were speaking in New Zealand accent or something.
You know what? I met a girl when I was in my 20s. She lived across
Me
the street
too.
from me. And she was in,
Me
she was
too.
from New Zealand. You too? Ruined your life, didn't it, Patrick? No.
Well, I met quite a few of them in my 20s.
She was from New Zealand. And let me tell you something. That was the hardest woman to understand. I couldn't understand a word that came out of her mouth most of the time. Oh, okay. You know?
Yeah, they got a very thick accent, haven't they?
Very, very, very,
Very thick.
I don't know. To me, it was very odd because it kind of sounded like English.
Well, it is English.
Well, I know it is, but it didn't sound like any kind of English I'd ever heard before.
So, you're cosmopolitan, you're multicultural, Charlotte. You've been exposed to all these different accents, languages.
And I am so bad. Look. So
You know
bad
what?
at different accents. And I hate that I am because I don't. Like when we go to the Mexican restaurant, I can understand them when they speak Spanish better than I can understand them when they speak English. And I'm like, what? What? It's terrible. I have a really hard time deciphering accents.
Mm.
Yeah. Terry said his aunt's from Panama, and it's very hard to understand her.
So what do they speak in Panama? Is that Spanish dialect?
I believe
or
so.
Something different.
Probably would be, wouldn't it?
I don't
have
know
no
what their
idea.
official language is. Ooh. James says he likes to use curry in his dry cure mix sometimes. Huh. So what does curry taste like? I mean, I know you can buy the yellow stuff in the jar.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
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 Well, what does it taste like?
Well, don't you have do you not have like an Indian restaurant anywhere near you?
I don't know. I've never actually sought one out.
It
We
really,
have a Greek restaurant that is to die for.
it really don't
Yeah.
taste like anything else.
Oh, there's
No,
nothing to
it's
compare it
quite
to.
unique.
Yeah,
It's very, very fragrant. Very. It's hard to describe. You just need to try it.
Okay.
Go for something mild, a nice mild. See if there's a restaurant locally an Indian
Okay.
restaurant. Just get them to a nice mild sort of curry.
Okay.
But there's
Is there
some easy
I know
recipes.
there's a difference between red curry and yellow curry.
Yeah, there's different types. There's different. See, but there's curries from different regions too. There's Asian curries and like Thai curries and
Okay. Oh,
Japanese curries.
we have a Thai restaurant here.
Well, they do curries. You should try a nice Thai green curry.
Okay.
Yeah, Thai food's pretty spicy too sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
It can be. Yeah. Can be.
But if you
But I
want the
love
full
Thai food.
experience, you need to find an Indian restaurant.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
I might do that this weekend. Just
Do it. It's it's very common here. I mean, we've got Indian restaurants everywhere.
everywhere. Hey, Jonesy, how are you? She
Yeah,
said,
Jonesy.
"Oh,
Paddy Thai.
Jonesy said he likes patty Thai."
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Thai green curry. Okay,
Oh, it's
now y'all
delicious.
have
If you
me.
like, do you like because they use a lot of like coconut milk, coconut cream based curries. Oh yeah, good stuff. If you like
That
that sort of
sounds
thing.
good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I made a
And they use that because they use unique sort of ingredients like fish sauce and stuff like that. It's really sort of
yum.
funky. It's not for everyone. If you smell it on its own, it smells like rotting fish. But if you put it in a dish, it just blends in. It's like
And it
it's
just
basically
blooms.
it's a seasoning. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm with Jonesy. Chinese food's my go-to. I love Chinese food.
Oh. I like Japanese food. And
Oh yeah, Japanese food is sensational.
I love Korean food. Dear
Oh, yeah.
God. So good. So stinking good. And
Korean
simple
barbecue?
ingredients. That is the one thing I love about it. The ingredients are so simple. And when they put them all together, it's just delicious. It's just stinking delicious.
Mm.
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that's going to taste like. I put hummus on my turkey. Or chicken, excuse me.
Marcel's in the basement. Marcel's in the basement.
Oh,
Marcel's
yeah,
in the
hang on,
basement.
Marcel,
Marcel's
I'm
in
coming.
the basement.
Oh, so is Jonesy.
So is Jonesy. Suddenly we're getting
Sorry,
crowded in here.
guys.
Jonesy.
Hello.
Marcel.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I
Marcel,
wasn't
how you doing,
looking.
Jonesy?
Should turn your microphone on first. It might work.
Mm.
Don't worry about
Well, how
that.
was your day, Jonesy and Marcel?
Been good. Been busy. Good, busy, hot. Yeah.
Now, have your kids gone back to school yet?
Monday.
Monday.
Meet the teacher was yesterday, inching ever so closer to freedom.
All right.
Yeah.
You made your trip to the liquor store yet?
I can barely recognise you, Marcel. You're the shadow of your former self. Look at you.
Isn't she?
One
Really?
glamorous.
Look
Oh,
at
you
her.
look
She don't even
fabulous.
fill the screen.
No.
In my workout clothes here. Very glamorous. Yeah, I had to,
Yes, yes.
before I was going to hop on, I had to run to the bathroom to make sure I didn't, because I was in the pool earlier with a bunch of kids. Like Evan's friend came by and they were going to spend the night, but then they didn't because his wife fell on the beach yesterday and she tore ligaments in her knee.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Yeah, so they came by on their way home and they ended up just, to see the house and visit. They had dinner here. I swam in the pool with their kids and my daughter, and they were splashing, going crazy, and I was like just taking direct hits to the face. Like, I went to make sure I didn't look like I was having a really horrible day. Yeah.
All right.
We had a beautiful blue sky today. How did you go, Patty? Did you get that blue sky as well?
Yeah, it's horrible, Jonesy.
It's terrible, isn't it? It's very strange.
No, I don't like that weather.
Yeah, blue sky and a high of 13 degrees Celsius.
Terrible. No. Do you know what it is? It means that things are warming up. I don't like it.
Springtime, mate. Birds and the bees. It's all happening.
I
Time
think
for
this
us
is the
to-
Birds
first
and the
time
bees
I've-
are overrated. They're overrated.
Hi,
I think this is the
James.
first time I've met Jonesy. You and
Oh,
Patty
Oh,
sound
is
like
it?
neighbors.
Oh, you haven't met
This is
Jonesy
Grumpus.
before?
I don't
And
think
Grumpus
so.
down there's Jonesy.
Yeah, and this
Yeah,
is the
that's
first time.
Grumpus.
This is the first time I've met Jonesy too.
Really?
It
I'm
sounds
so
it
sorry.
sounds like Jonesy and Patty are our neighbors.
Yeah.
Hey, mate. How are you?
Well, he's in Tasmania.
Tasmania, okay.
Yeah.
Stay down.
Jonesy does music production and what's the word? Promotion.
Oh, really?
Promotions, yeah. I do
I'll have to go
radio, music promotions, all sorts of stuff.
Oh,
Nice.
I may be subscribed to you, but I've been
I'm
so.
very new to the scene. I'm very
So
new.
you're down there with Taz Daz.
Yeah, he's the
Yes.
other side of the island, but yeah.
Okay.
Mm. Yes, it's all happening in Tasmania, isn't it?
That's it, mate. He said, "Welcome
Aye.
to the YouTube world. I've got another Taswegian to play with."
There you go. Yeah, there's a couple of others down there that I know that I subscribe to. So yeah, there's a few of them down there.
Oh, mate, I'm a blow-in, to be honest. We only moved in here about 5 months ago.
That's all right. Don't tell anyone, Jonesy. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
You seem very Tasmanian to me,
Yeah, thanks, mate.
whatever that means.
You've acclimated quickly.
Mm.
I have, I've acclimatized surprisingly. Like when it's 5 degrees outside, and the sun's out, everyone in t-shirts, shorts, and I was going to say thongs, but I better say flip-flops.
Mm. Yeah, they call them flip-flops.
Yeah, I don't want to see you in a thong.
I know what thongs are.
Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, we've had some parties in the you know what music scene's like. God, there's some wild times to be had, and I've been around for a while. I've seen a bit, but yeah, it's nice to meet normal. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
lots of thongs.
Yeah, lots of parties. So
Jeez.
Sound like a horrible place.
Sounds like
yeah.
Grumpus took the words right.
When you say that, all I can think of is that song that says "dong da dong dong."
Oh my God, Charlotte, get off my brainwave! Like literally, like thong, thong, thong.
Were we mind melting?
Oh my God.
Thongs are
Oh,
good
boy.
for you. You put them on your feet.
Exactly.
Oh,
They're
yeah, to
flip
stop the hot
flops.
sand.
Mm.
Back in the day, the more expensive flip flops were called thongs here, but the El
Yeah.
Cheapo, Pick and Save, Kmart brands, they were just flip flops.
Mm.
Or flip flops were more like shower shoes.
What did they call those really good surf ones that used to come out with this, like the serrated edges and the green, blue, and black sort of straps around them, and they were. You had to be seen wearing those ones. What were they called? They were in the
I
70s.
forget what those are
Weren't they-
called. I know what you're talking about, though.
They were like Tevos or something.
Well, they were huge in the 70s and the 80s. So
Oh.
I'm probably showing my age.
Mine were more 90s time frame.
Hey, did you get the news about Olivia Newton-John's?
I heard about that
Farewell.
today.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, they're gonna obviously make money for the charity, but they're gonna do a big football stadium in Melbourne and fill the place up and have all these fabulous artists from all over the
Oh,
place
wow.
sing her songs and. Yeah,
I wonder if they'll televise it somewhere or put it
oh, for sure,
live
guaranteed.
stream it.
It'll
yeah.
be out there. They'll be selling the rights, for sure.
let us know.
Certainly will.
We got the insider scoop. No, I would love to see that. Judith Durham passed away too. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
who Judith Durham
I
is,
don't know
y'all.
who that is.
Seekers.
I'm
The
not sure
Seekers.
who Judith Durham is.
Oh yeah.
The Seekers. They've been around since the 60s. All the clouds are falling, clouds are falling.
Well, you
And
know,
the sky is gray, and the sky is gray.
Sing it, man.
For a
You know.
walk
Yeah,
on summer's day.
I was never a Seekers fan.
Yeah.
I was never a Seekers fan, but
Your key's bad for me. That's too high.
yeah.
Woo.
So, Charlotte, what is your take on the Anne Heche?
I was just about to talk about that.
Well,
That's a tragedy, isn't it?
I always thought
Terrible.
she was so cool. What a shame. I just can't imagine what
That's
on earth
terrible.
went wrong. What went wrong?
Well, and they said, I guess today or yesterday, that she'd had an anoxic brain injury. She did not. She had a hypoxic brain injury.
Oh, I don't know the difference, but
Well, hypoxic is a lack of oxygen to the brain, caused by damage to the lungs, or like drowning is a hypoxic brain injury.
Okay.
Anoxic is just when you don't have enough oxygen, like maybe you aspirate, or maybe you
like
Here's-
they weren't
here's a good one.
functioning.
stillbirths with the cord is compressed. That's an anoxic injury.
Oh,
It's
really?
very little subtle differences. Very, very little subtle difference, but hers
So
was
it's not anoxic injury wouldn't be caused because
because of the
she
fire.
because she was damaged, or her lungs were too damaged to produce
Exactly.
enough oxygen.
Well, that and the fire took all the
Process.
oxygen out of the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was burning from the inside. Yeah,
So did she
God,
die?
God, that's terrible.
Did you see that video, the Ring camera video of her car hauling ass down that
Yes,
residential
Yes, I did.
street?
I
I mean,
almost think she did it on purpose.
It kind of seemed, well, they said she actually hit 3 things. Like,
Yeah,
she was going so fast, and then she hit a mailbox, and then
But
she
the
actually
mailbox,
hit a
the
pedestrian.
car.
And then
Mhm.
she backed up after she hit the pedestrian and hauled ass in a different direction and hit the house.
Yeah, yep.
So,
It's
I
crazy.
mean,
It's crazy.
I don't know.
I wonder, and it doesn't sound like drug induced. It sounds like she might have snapped.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just speculating, really. But I never will forget. Do you remember years ago, probably 20 years ago? And you might not remember it because you didn't live there, but at the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, you're on top of the water for a while, and then you go down underneath, and then you come up, and then you go down underneath. Well, there are these stations where the big pillars are that hold up the bridge, right?
Yeah.
And there's land underneath it. And all these cases kept washing up with body parts in them.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
And we heard it on the news like 2 or 3 weeks in a row. This random suitcase would pop up with body parts in it. About the third or fourth time around, I looked at Poppy and I said, I wonder if the luggage matches. He said, why does that matter? I said, because that means a woman did it. Sure enough.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. Some woman had chopped up this man, put him in her matching luggage, and thrown him in the dang Chesapeake Bay.
Mhm.
True story.
Mm.
But he did. I never will forget the look on his face. Why the hell does that matter, Charlotte? I said, because that means a woman did it.
Yeah. I mean, like
I
our
mean, men
matching
walk
set.
around with matching luggage.
Hey, Charlotte,
true.
the chef has come out and said dinner's on the table, so it is only 5:15 here in the afternoon, but apparently I have to go in for
It
dinner.
is dinner time. You enjoy your
Dinner
meal.
time.
It's dinner time. If I'm just like Homer Simpson, pork chops are on the table, I'm there.
Well, let us know when we can maybe where we might access that.
Yeah, for sure. I'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah. Thank you, Jonesy.
How long are you staying on for?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Well,
It's anyone's guess. It's anyone's guess.
It really is. I've only been on for 3 hours, so I mean,
Yeah,
Just getting warmed up.
I know.
21 hours to go.
I'm pretty tired tonight. Well, thank you for coming, Jonesy. I appreciate it.
Jonesy, I'm visiting your channel right now.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, leave a little reminder there, and I'll find you somewhere. But
yeah, I'm checking it out myself.
Gotcha.
The other channel's the music channel, but that's another story. But I'm having fun with this channel.
Yeah.
Look, check out the Neil the Seal. I quite like that one. Anyway.
All right.
Just local wildlife.
Good
Take
meeting you,
care.
Jonesy.
See you, Patrick.
Bye.
Enjoyed, you know. Tulu.
Who knows what it is, but I'm going to find
Have a
out.
great weekend.
Oh,
What do we have
dear.
for dinner?
I think he said pork chops.
Pork chops. Is that
I heard pork chops.
I think he said that, yeah.
Man, that sounds good.
I couldn't
Don't
quite
it?
make it because of the accent. It's a funny accent he's got.
I know, right?
Those people down there, they very hard to understand.
I can understand him fine. I understand you fine. Most of
You
the
seem
time.
to. You seem to. Yeah.
Yeah, most. Yeah. There's
No,
only
it's
been a
great.
couple of times where I thought, what did he say?
Yeah, I know.
But
Every other thing I say, you look like that. You look confused.
well,
What
I'm
did you
surprised you
say?
understand a word that comes out of my mouth.
What?
See?
Oh no. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I can understand you all perfectly. You speak perfect English, the lot of you, all of you.
Well, thank you. The lot of
Crystal clear,
I do.
crystal
I do my best.
enunciation.
That's because I
Even
don't
you,
have an
Grumpus.
accent.
Even you, Grumpus. No, that's right.
I
You don't have
try
an
to
accent at all.
enunciate. I really do.
I enunciate, especially when I'm speaking to my teenager.
Yes.
I said clean up your room.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Y'all,
dear.
I'm getting too old for teenagers.
Too old for what?
Teenagers?
I'm gonna tell you
Oh.
something. It's a miracle I haven't quit yet. I told Poppy the other day, I said, you know, years ago I told him before we started having all these new kids, I said, you sure you want to have some more kids? I said, because by the time they're teenagers, I'm going to be so old and tired that I'm just going to give up. I said, so I'm ready to raise them. He ain't.
Well,
He's
you
the
won't be
fun
having any-
parent. That's the problem, though. He's the fun parent. He's the one they go to with all their secrets. He's the one that they play with. He's the one that... He's the fun guy. I am the jerk. I'm the one that tells them to clean their room. I'm the one that makes them do their homework. I'm the one that says no when they want to do something that they
Well,
really
I'd
want to do.
go to him too.
Huh?
I would go to him too.
Well,
Yeah, me too.
I know, but it's not because I want to be. It's because
It's your job.
he won't. You know,
It's your job.
and he makes excuses for their bad behavior. And it really makes me angry. I'm like, don't do that. Don't excuse their bad behavior.
Well, I mean, you're not going to be having any more teenagers, are you? So-
Thank God, no. Not unless something happens terrible that I don't even want to talk about.
No, well, there's always adoption, but I mean, you probably don't want
No.
to do that.
Not yet. My God, I've got too much invested. Jeez.
I mean, you could adopt me.
I could.
I definitely have the mind of a teenager. I've never gone beyond about 14.
Oh God.
Patrick, I enjoyed
Yeah,
your video. I enjoyed your video where you went and had made dinner at your sister's house. That was cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, they all liked it. It was good. It was fun.
Good.
Did you see the chooks at the end? I was because they got chickens, Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, I did. Yes,
They got
yes.
a couple of. They're laying. It was surprising because it's the winter here. They started laying and they're laying every day. So
Are you
They got
just
lots of
rubbing
eggs.
that in my face? He's like,
Yes.
haha, my chickens lay eggs.
well, I wish they were mine. They're not mine.
Yeah. Chickens are the best.
No, they're good.
Unless they're these freeloaders out here.
Sounds like it's
Actually,
time
they've been
for.
giving me about 2 a day out of six chickens.
Gee, that's not good.
No, not good.
Sounds like
But-
it's time for the chicken on the Blackstone video.
It's starting to feel like it, but I can't.
Oh, Poppy could. Wesley could do it.
He might.
I'll be right back. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
you could do a catch, clean, and cook.
I'm just not plucking them. I'll tell you that right now.
No, well, that's what Wesley. Get the Wesley to do that, or the teenagers. Get the teenagers to do it.
Now you're talking. Now that would be a video.
Wouldn't it? Come on, son.
Mom, I want to do this.
Son, go catch that chicken and snap its neck.
Oh. Oh. Oh no! Look, they're probably you never know. Maybe they're just biding their time. One day you'll get a truckload of eggs being laid. Who knows?
Yeah, about the time these other 11 start laying. Go,
And then you could try pickling some.
some eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pickled eggs, delicious.
yeah. Have you had pickled quail eggs?
No,
Holy
great.
Toledo.
that would be awesome.
That's good.
Because I've told you all plenty of times. When I was living in New Jersey, there was this local pub, an Irish pub, and I'd be slumped over the bar. I'd just go there straight from work, and they'd have these you call them pitchers of beer, we call them jugs.
Yeah.
You get a pitcher of beer because it was a college town. So you get your pitcher of beer and you get a plastic cup with ice in it, and you put that in the pitcher of beer to keep it cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you just sink away, and I'd have shots, and then when it's about 10:30 at night, I had jars of everything, pickled pigs, trotters. I could often be seen late in the wee small hour with gnawing on a pig's trot, gnawing on one, like a pig's foot.
I love that pickled pig's feet. I love that.
Is that good?
People would try and talk to me, and I'd sort of spit it. What do you want? And I'd be all over, and then I have a pickled egg down my shirt.
Oh my goodness.
I'd stumble home, Yeah. Did I tell you the one I had while I'm on a roll here? The night that I might have mentioned it. Because I had back then, I was like a heavy metal, like that, the leather jacket, the long hair, all that sort of stuff. So it was one of these nights, and I was covered in pickles crap and drunk, and I was stumbling home, and out of the blue, all these 3 or 4 cop cars just pinned me in, like 3. They blocked me in on the sidewalk. I couldn't go anywhere. They all had their guns out.
What? No.
This has never happened. I mean, the police in this country, they're afraid to use. They've got guns, but they're not allowed to use them. They're afraid to touch them. But as we know, in certain places in America, the police are not afraid to pull their guns out. And these blokes weren't. So they all had guns. No fucking move, stand with the fucking, all this sort of stuff. And I immediately sobered up. I was best sobriety. That sobered me up immediately. And so I'm standing there shitting myself. And I said, what's going on? Hands on the car. They get you to put the hands on the thing, and they search me and everything. And I sort of said, well, what's the problem, officer? He goes, we're looking for someone that fits your description. Someone in the area fitting your description. Oh, okay. And then one of the cops at the back comes up and says, "Wait a minute, aren't you that Aussie guy from the deli down the road?" Because I worked in the local deli, and I recognised him. He used to come in for Subway sandwiches, for sub sandwiches, and I used to make them for him. He said, you're that Aussie guy, Lee. You're a great guy, man. Nah, you're not the guy we're looking for." And they just let me go. Just drove off.
See, you could have been a dang jewelry thief, and they just said, "You're a great guy. Go on, you Aussie."
Well, that was a stroke. That was a stroke of luck to have a cop that knew you.
Ain't that the
Well, I don't
truth?
know what was going to happen next. I didn't know what they were going to do. But I told people about this the next day, and the locals, and they said, "Oh, yeah, they do that all the time to people around here." I'm like, because I said, "Oh, they someone fitting the description." "Oh, they said that, did they?" "Yeah." Yeah, they just bailed, because I looked, I was drunk.
You were drunk and you
But-
looked like every other bloke out there. Oh, look, I said a bloke. Oh my gosh.
Bloke? No, you can't say that.
You're wearing off.
I'm about to say bloke.
You don't say that?
No, non-binary person, isn't it?
Oh. Excuse me. The they force.
Mm. Yeah, but anyway, the pub, the pickled stuff he used to love late at night because he just eat it. Pickled onions, pig's feet, probably other stuff I've forgotten about.
I used to buy the pickled pig's feet and the pickled ham hocks in the jar. Hormel put it out, but it's kind of hard to find anymore.
Yeah, you can't find. No, I've never actually seen them.
That's a great midnight snack.
How does one eat a pickled pig's foot?
Like this.
So you
Like
just
a-
gnaw
like a-
the bone?
They're
I mean,
on-
Like
they're
a caveman, the Neanderthal.
yeah.
And you
Okay.
got to make that
the
noise too.
noises
You got to make the
too,
noise.
right? The growly thing.
But they're in a briny, vinegary,
Yep, delicious.
almost. If you put them in the refrigerator, it's almost gelatinous.
Yes.
Oh.
But I like the
Yes.
ham hocks because there's more meat on them.
Pickled herrings, Dwayne. We can get them here. They're called
Pickled
roll
herring.
mops. Yeah, they what they do is they get the herring and they roll it up on a stick with a bit of pickle in the middle, and they soak it in vinegar, or they brined it. It's vinegar. So
Yeah.
you just eat them.
Now you can get that here,
Mm.
but the pork products is getting harder and harder to find.
Huh.
Goes so well with beer and alcohol of any kind.
Beer, late night movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Never. You can keep your ice cream and peanut butter, Grumpus. Give me a pig's trotter anytime.
That's for after the jar is empty.
So funny. Dwayne said he had head cheese made with pig's feet. Oh boy.
Wouldn't
Isn't
that be
head
foot
cheese made with the whole dang, all the parts that don't get
On the
butchered?
head.
Wouldn't that be foot cheese?
I know, right? Foot cheese. Ugh.
What about I saw one of my Paulie Detmerds. He did a video recently on because his wife is was she Indonesian or she might be I can't remember. She's Asian, but he did a what do they call them? Chicken feet.
Chicken feet?
Yeah, he cooked up chicken feet.
Yeah, I'm going to have to draw the line at that.
He said they tasted all right, but it's just a very fiddly. It takes a long time, and
There's nothing to it.
why would you bother, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's skin on a bone.
Yeah. I don't see the point because you get such a little amount. I suppose. Look, if you agree with you eat all part of the animal, which you should anyway, really. But
Well,
just made.
I think
that
it would
doesn't really-
depend on how hungry one is.
Oh, absolutely. If you're hungry, if you're that hungry, it wouldn't matter. You just eat it. But
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'd eat it if I was hungry enough, but it's not something
Yeah.
I would crave. I don't think.
don't have. No, it's exactly
Oh,
right.
head cheese is made from the
Looks
head
like
of
a
the
lot of
hog.
work for
Okay.
what you get.
Okay.
It is. That's exactly right. Yeah, very. It's like yeah.
That gets gelatinous too.
Mm.
Poppy had some. He used to work over in Slidell with a bunch of Cajuns, and they brought in some head cheese one time, and he was looking at it going, I don't know if I want any of that or not, because it was like in a loaf type thing.
Yeah, like a
And
terrine.
Yeah.
he came home, he said, Charlotte, I just had the best meal I've ever had in my whole life. He loved it. Loved it.
Mm. Yeah, that sort of thing is delicious.
Dwayne said he heard that the Filipinos call chicken feet Adidas. That's hilarious.
Filipino. That's what he's. Yeah, Paulie's wife is. She's Filipino.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a very popular dish over there.
Where do they those the bird nest soup? I know that's an Asian delicacy.
That's Chinese,
Yeah.
I think, isn't it?
Is it
Yeah,
China?
it's Chinese.
That doesn't really
Yeah.
appeal to me.
Me either.
Oh,
And what do they
horrible.
do in those bird nests? They poop.
Well, I mean,
No, it's the
that's made
saliva.
out of
It's the bird.
bird spit, pretty much.
Yeah, it's the bird saliva. Hardened, solidified bird saliva. That's what they make their nests out of. They eat it.
I mean, I'm not afraid to eat stuff, but some stuff just don't seem very appealing,
No.
and that's one of them.
You think?
No.
No. It's not for me.
You know, and well, the other one that they do that there's been documentaries, and Gordon Ramsay did a really good documentary on it, was the atrocity of they make shark fin soup.
Oh yeah. And they cut the fin off and put the shark back. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Horrendous. It should be outlawed. It should be illegal.
Yes, it
it's just
should.
horrible.
If they can't use that whole animal, don't take the
and you
fin off.
can, because we eat shark all the time here. I love it. In fact, it's my favourite fish. But the thought of doing that, and it just slowly bleeds out and dies.
It's horrific.
Yeah, turn it back loose live where it can't even swim. Yeah.
Right.
And he goes in this documentary. He goes in and they try and get into restaurants. He's got a film crew and all that, and tries to find out where they're harvesting them all and all this. But he tried it, and it's a delicacy, and they charge a fortune for it.
Right.
And he's trying it, and he just says it basically just tastes like nothing. It's not even like something you go, oh my God, I can see why it's a delicacy. I've never tasted anything like. He said it just tastes like water. He says it's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Can't believe it. I don't know what it is with people. I mean, it's just a cultural thing. They think that it's maybe because it's so expensive. They think, oh, it must be good if it's that expensive. It's like another thing I think is overrated is caviar. For what the price, like blue price you pay for it.
I don't care how much people pay for that stuff. It is nothing but a mouthful of salt.
Well, I don't mind it. It's just the price for the top. I mean, it's thousands of dollars you pay.
I don't mind it either, but I mean,
the big deal?
For the money, I'd rather buy a box of salt. You know,
I've tried it a couple of times. It didn't do anything for me. I couldn't see what the big deal was.
No.
I think that if it had any, like, even if it just had some fish flavor to it, it might not be so bad. I mean, not bad, but to me, all I can taste is salt. Maybe I got a cheap version of it. I don't know.
The stuff I tried was very fishy and very salty.
Oh, yours was fishy.
I've had it very fishy,
Overrated.
very salty, but I like it.
I wasn't impressed.
You know, a little bit.
I don't mind it either, but it's just the price. Like,
Right.
The high end stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
Just can't believe.
definitely a special occasion item.
Definitely.
Yeah,
That somebody else pays for.
So
You know?
I was busy. I had to upload my video again. I don't know what happened, but it finally got all uploaded, and then it just says it'll start processing shortly, but it's never gone to processing. So I'm uploading it again. That's what I had to get off and do because it was
Gotcha.
aggravating me. But what did you say about Gordon Ramsay and the shark? What did they take? And
the shark fins.
oh, that's horrible. Yeah.
Shark fin soup. It's a delicacy, and it's horrendously cruel to the animal. They just slice the shark fin off and let it bleed out in the water. And it's a delicate. I mean, they eat it. They eat it, you know, and they love it and all this. And apparently, it tastes just like nothing. And
Weird.
That is so disheartening.
Just horribly cruel. It's like the Japanese do the whaling. I mean, it's different than the Inuits. That they eat the whole. When they catch a whale, that they eat everything.
Everything.
That lasts them. A whale will last them for the winter.
Yes.
And they use every part of it for everything in their life. They die without one. But the Japanese, they just harvest it, and they don't. I think they might eat I think they do eat the blubber. I'm not sure about that actually, the Japanese, but you know, they use a lot of it in cosmetics.
Yes.
A lot of and it's just when they've got alternatives now, you don't need to actually kill the whales for it, but they still do.
And what a magnificent animal too.
Oh, it's terrible to watch. Terrible.
It's like the people who go out on these safaris and shoot these big game animals, and they're beautiful, a beautiful giraffe or elephant or what. I'm like, how in the world could somebody think that was a fun thing to do?
Yeah, a giraffe of all creatures.
Right?
I mean, are they? I mean, I'm sure they can be aggressive if they need to be. And
what, a giraffe? Yeah.
Yeah, any wild animal, right? But I mean, to take down a giraffe and be like, yes. I mean, like
there was a story a few years ago. There was a story a few years ago about that. Someone went over and shot a giraffe, and it got all media, you know, outrage and everything. But it turned out that it wasn't game hunting. They shot this animal because apparently it was going around. It had something wrong with it. It was going around killing other giraffes.
Oh,
rabbit or something.
Yeah, something like that. They had to shoot it, but it got, you know, someone got a photo of it and made up a story that it was game hunting and all that, which it wasn't. No, I don't hear about that. I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
I don't think giraffes would be particularly exciting to hunt, would they? I mean, it's not that hard to. They're right there, you know. Bang, they're dead.
Yeah.
Not much fun.
I shot this docile animal that's just eating leaves in the tree.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the fun of that, you know?
Good.
It's not as though they even eat them or anything, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's same with elephants. I mean, the only thing they use the elephant is their tusk. And I don't even think, well, I don't know if there's still an ivory trade.
No, I think there is.
Well, I read an interesting thing, and I don't remember, and this has been a while since I read it, but I don't remember if I'm 100% right in what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. They were genetically breeding, they changed the genetics of elephants so they were no longer growing tusks to protect them.
Oh, wow.
And so I think I remember that. Reading that they were working on something like that, genetically modified.
Fascinating.
So yeah. In other news, I've been adopted by another cat.
Oh my goodness.
Congratulations.
Okay, well, do you remember, and I can't recall if it was last Friday or maybe the previous weekend, I said, I'll be right back because I thought Socks had gotten out and there
Yep.
was a cat on my deck.
Yes.
Well, this cat has been lingering around for the last week or 2 weeks, and he finally approached us tonight. Evan was out mowing, and he saw him in the distance, and he actually came in because he thought Socks got out. And it wasn't him. But anyhow, I am looking, okay, and you will see my new patio furniture. I have cushions, and I've made it very, like, as I say in my video, feng shui he like I tried to like make the patio nice. I got a little rug. I got all this stuff taken out there.
Bougie.
And he is curled up on one of my cushions and just going to town. But he came up to us when we were walking our friends out, and and he was finally hungry enough, brave enough, whatever, to come up. And when he came up and he started rubbing on my legs, that was Evan goes, "Oh shit." Just like that, because he was like, man,
He knew.
but
He knew.
yeah. But so we gave him food. Emery and I gave him food, gave him water, and it's a male, but he looks to be neutered. And
Really?
very friendly. He has an indentation around his neck where he was wearing a collar. So somebody dumped him. But he's very
Oh,
domesticated. Oh, well, like right now on my patio, and you'll see in the video, I put an outdoor rug out there. I got some chairs out there with cushions, and it looks very homey out there. And he's been laying on the rug. He's up on the cushions. He feels very safe and nice there. And I can't keep him, but he is very sweet and obviously very domesticated. And I feel so sorry for him that he's been dumped out here in the sticks for a week. Like, what the hell?
Right.
I mean, but I'm sure he's been hunting
And so-
grasshoppers, which I appreciate greatly.
So in six years from now, we'll be sitting here saying, I really can't keep him.
Yeah.
Right.
They were already kicking around names. Jared was like, name him Francis. And even Evan was like, no, I want to name him Morris. And Emery was like, no, we're naming him Tiger. And I was like, we're not naming him anything. Okay, because I'm going to be the one that ends up taking care of him. And I've already had a traumatic experience with one animal in the last month. And
Lighten up, Francis.
Yeah, Francis. But he's just out there. He's doing the yoga right now, where he's like cleaning the inside of his legs. He is quite. I'm gonna walk y'all over there and see if I can show you. I'm about to
Why
ruin it
can't
for
you
anybody.
keep him?
I just, if he was an outdoor cat, I'd worry about him all the time. Because he's obviously not an outdoor cat. Let me see if I can whip you around. Can you see Francis? I don't know if I can see him.
No, I can see your TV or your computer
Yes.
in the
He's
lab.
looking at me. He's looking at me. Do you see him?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
You see Francis?
Mhm.
Where are you, Francis? I'm trying to get you adopted. Smile. Let me find you. You're forever home. Yeah, he's super sweet. He's a fluffy orange cat, and I just disturbed him doing his yoga on my new chair.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
A new home has been found.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, you could always get him a little kitty condo and stick it outside, right there on the patio.
And I'll just tell you, it's not my problem with bringing him inside at all.
Yeah.
It's going to be the other cats.
Mm-hmm.
Do I really want to go through another month of kitty therapy like I did when we moved over here?
I don't know. That'll be tough.
Yeah, I'd have to buy a third kitty carriage to lock them
It's a
all up for
dilemma.
another month so they can work
Yeah.
it out.
It's a dilemma.
And I looked at him and I said, why couldn't you be a puppy? You'd be a puppy. Thank you.
Right?
Or a giraffe.
Or a giraffe. Yeah,
No.
that would definitely be new into the mix around here.
Mm.
Wonder what
That
the
would
county
be
would
one
say about
expensive pet.
that. We'd have to grow more trees quickly.
You would. You would. Oh dear. Oh well. Welcome to the house, eh? Lucky cat.
Yeah.
Right?
It's probably local. I mean, I wonder if it's someone local that's dumped him or if it's someone's driven him somewhere.
Oh, they come out here where we are, Patrick. It's a thing. Like my neighbor Butch, who has a 30-acre farm. He actually, so many animals were getting dumped out here. So many dogs, in particular. He actually, over a couple acres back deep in his property, he built pens and put kennels and things. And when people come out here and dump the dogs, he kind of hangs on to them. He takes them back there, and he feeds them and all that.
Oh, wow.
Well, he
It's
took
never
pity on
ending.
him. He's a nice man,
Yeah.
you know. And you can hear them late at night. You can hear all the dogs like off in the distance, and you know who they are. They're Butch's dogs, but
Oh, yeah.
you know.
My
he
dad-
told me, yeah.
I'm
Sorry. Go ahead.
My dad loves animals. He likes animals better than he does people. And a few years ago, this old guy down at the end of the street that he lives
Dwayne,
on,
look at Dwayne's-
he passed away. And there was the house was old and kind of in bad shape, really bad shape. Well, my dad was walking around over, I don't even know why my dad was walking around over there, but he found this dog, this 3-legged dog. And the dog wouldn't leave the property. My dad went down there every evening after dinner and fed that dog for 3 years.
Aw.
And he never got to touch that dog because he wouldn't come close enough.
That was so nice,
And-
though.
He told me the other day when I called him, he's like, well, I think my 3-legged dog's died.
Oh.
And he got to where he called it his 3-legged dog.
Yeah.
And he said he went down there to feed it, and he didn't come to. The dog got to where he knew the sound of my dad's truck, and when he would hear it, he would come out in the open so my dad would see him. And then when my dad put the food down, he would back away, and the dog would come and eat the food. And the past 2 times he's been down there, he hadn't seen the dog. So he also
Maybe-
feeds all the
maybe
cats
somebody
down
took
at
it
the.
to the.
I'm sorry?
Well, maybe somebody took it to the pound.
I don't think anybody could get close enough to it, to be honest with you.
Mm.
It took years for that dog to come within 20 feet of my dad. Years. And he would go hide under the house, stuff like that. It was a bad situation. But the dog was very determined not to be touched by anybody. Which really is sad because you would think if the old man that owned the house, if that was his dog, that there would have been some kind of bonding there. But my dad said he doesn't believe that the dog ever bonded with you.
Mm.
And that if the old man did own the dog, that it was just an outside, he never paid attention to it. So, but my dad goes and he feeds. Well, they live in the country where they don't have garbage service. So what they have to do is take all of their trash, put it in the back of the truck, and take it to the dump. Well, my dad goes to the dump probably every other day or so. So he'll go and feed all the cats that live at the dumpster. He's brought 2 of them home with him. One of them, he said, well, she can't see very well. Something's wrong with her. She's half blind. And he said, I knew she couldn't survive out there by herself, blind like that, so I had to bring her home. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. Okay, Dad.
Aw.
But he does. He loves his animals. There's a horse and a donkey in a pasture right next door to his house, and he walks out there, he can see the horse and the donkey. I mean, it's right there. And it's just got field fencing up, so it's not like there's a privacy fence around him, you know? And he goes to Tractor Supply and buys sweet feed for him all the time, and every day he goes out there and takes him a handful or a bucket, you know, like a little kid's sand bucket full of sweet feed and dumps it on the ground for him. They love him for it. Of course, he also feeds the deer. And all the deer know that they can't get shot on his property, so they.
All right, so I'm trying this again.
I told it not long ago. I'm like, you really need to get one of those cameras and do like a live game camera video thing for YouTube. I said, you won't believe how many people would watch that, especially as much wildlife that he has in and out of there.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Chris over at Eastwind Farms, he used to put his game camera up. Most of his videos was just game captures.
Wow.
I wonder why he stopped uploading.
You know, he retired and just kind of disappeared.
I saw him tonight. I was in Russell's live, and he popped in and he said hi, but he still pops in over there. But we were all kind of teasing him and saying, so after party of your channel, after party of your channel, and he was like, no, in all caps.
Oh.
So
He's hilarious, that guy. He did some hilarious spoof videos.
oh my God, Russell. Yeah, he's a nut.
No. What's his name?
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, the game camera guy?
He's the one that shot that cilantro.
Cilantro off.
With,
if you don't see any other video, you've got to see that.
Yeah.
What'd he do?
Eastwind Farms.
He doesn't like cilantro, and he hates cilantro so bad
That's hilarious.
that he put some on a fence post with some explosives, and they shot it with like a military rifle, and just blew that green salad everywhere.
And
Oh my goodness.
He puts a disclaimer at the end that says copious amounts of cilantro was harmed in the making of this video.
Copious.
Terry said it's a 50 caliber.
Grumpy, guys, I think he deleted all of his content though.
Oh, did he really?
I really
That's a
think
shame if he's done that.
What?
Well, he had talked
a
about
shame
maybe
he's done that.
moving. Do you know if he moved?
They did move, and
Okay.
they sold that 25-acre farm, and then I haven't had a chance to chat with him to
Yeah, I
learn
haven't
more.
either.
He said they did. Yeah, he said in just like hit and miss comments in Russell's live stream weeks and weeks ago that they did move, that they did buy that other property, and the family was still all together. But I don't know any more than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I enjoy his
he's-
late night
I loved it when he used to pop
movie
on.
stuff
That was
or
like,
music stuff.
oh yeah, he was like
Well,
last
he's-
song, and
he's-
then like 15 songs later, this is the last song, and he'd
Yeah.
be like, no, this is the last song.
And then, and then
still-
YouTube would boot him off, and he'd just come right back with it
Oh my
with
God.
another
He
link.
just started a new stream. He was practically doing the John Travolta Saturday Night Live things. He
I
had
mean,
a,
he'd get
Yeah.
booted. He'd get booted 5 or 6 times in one evening.
For copyright?
Yes.
well, he
Yeah.
was playing just, yeah, he was playing just, he was taking, suggestions from the chat, like what music to play. And so they would say things that were too modern or attached
Right.
to movies or whatever. And then he did like, poof, copyright. And then sometimes he would come
God.
back and sometimes he wouldn't. And so he'd say new stream and he'd do it again.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
deleted all his He's deleted all his videos.
Did he really?
Yeah, that's what I went over and I checked
That's
it
a
out. He
shame.
deleted everything. And then Mary and Butch missing them around. Mary's on my Facebook though. She's a friend on my Facebook, but they don't live stream or anything anymore. I don't know what's going on with them.
Mm. Yeah, he was hilarious, and he did a couple of like the Taco Bell one. Do you remember that one, Grumpus? Where he did a
Right, sounds
cooking
familiar.
video, right? And he's got the taco in the Taco
He's
Bell
unwrapping the taco.
wrapper, and in the back, and he's in his car, and in the background there's a Taco Bell, right? And he's saying, and real straight faced, saying, "Look, I made these at home, and I happen to have a spare wrapper from Taco Bell, so I've wrapped it up, and I've stopped here to eat it, and the Taco Bell's
Yeah,
right there."
so much snack. So much snack.
And saying, I'll open it up, and now you see how similar it is to the real thing. That's because I did this, and he's just eating it. Just hilarious. There's another one he did where he cooked something on his radiator in his car.
Oh my gosh.
Cooked a burger or something. I mean, it's just crazy stuff, you know. It's great.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. It's only 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it a night. I'm
Yeah,
starting.
I feel myself fading fast.
Yeah.
I got to get up and start the smoker in the morning.
Oh my.
Ooh, what's going on?
What
with
you
that?
gonna make?
I got a couple slabs of ribs, and I'm going to do a pastrami. I got a corned beef to throw on there.
Ooh, I
Oh.
love
Mm.
So it's
We'll
going to
be
be one of
over.
them long, low and slow days.
What time should we be there?
When it's done.
Good night, Alex. Good night, Dwayne.
So I'm cooking.
Good night, everyone.
Do the whole John Boy thing.
Good night,
So I'm cooking the
everyone.
ribs
Good
for
night,
the
Jane.
week, so we can have those through
Oh,
the week.
I see. Well, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and
Okay.
I'm thinking about
Take it
maybe
easy.
doing some daytime videos during the week. I know you guys probably won't be able to hang out for that, but I'm kind of thinking about maybe trying to get some other people in the audience.
Well, I
Yeah.
usually get the notification during the day at work, so
Yeah.
I might be
Yeah,
able to
I've
pop
been
in
trying-
long enough to say hi and hit the like button, but I won't be able to stick around long.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I've
And
been
Marcel,
trying.
you might be able to now that you're going to be a free woman as far as kids and school and everything.
I don't know why this summer has just seemed.
It's
oppressive.
lasted forever. Okay.
You don't. Well,
heat.
you know, ours just seems short and rushed and hectic, and we didn't get to do any of the family besides going down to see my side of the family. We didn't get to do any of the normal traveling we normally do. I don't know why. It just was just disjointed and crazy. And so
Mm.
tried to. But like I said, we're going to take a road trip in September. We're gonna go to Graceland.
Oh, Patrick, I wanted to let you know. I think I've decided to take a staycation.
Sweet. You're going to
I'm
come
going to
Staycation.
go rent a cabin up at a
In
state
Seguin?
park in North Mississippi.
in Seguin.
Nice.
No, not Seguin. I'm sorry. But we talked about that once. And you said that I needed a vacation. And so I think we're finally going to get one. It won't be
Oh,
long,
good.
maybe 3 days or so, but we're going to do it.
That'd be
You know
great.
what? It makes the biggest difference, and I crave it. I am so sad it didn't happen for my little family this summer, but it's
Oh,
going to
I'm
happen.
leaving my kids at home.
Oh, you're
I'm-
taking him and
they're-
I look forward to going and getting everybody out.
No, they're going to their sister's house. They can do whatever they want to.
Oh, well, that would probably be good too.
It's only going to be 3 days. Poppy and I don't go anywhere by ourselves. We always have our kids with us. So we decided it was going to be a good idea just for me and him to go.
Yeah, well, I'm not. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, them
the
kids are old
will be-
enough to take
that
care
will
of
be
themselves.
fun.
They are.
Mhm.
Yeah, leave them to their own devices.
Just leave them. Throw some bread at
Leave
them.
them.
It'll be fine.
Set a water
Anyway,
bowl
guys.
out and some Cheerios, it'll be fine.
I'm out of here.
Night.
Take care.
All right, guys. Patrick,
you
see
all.
you. Marcel,
Thank you
see
all.
you.
See you later,
Everybody
everyone.
in the
Good
chat.
night.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.